Tuesday morning. That's right, Tuesday morning. And we're just about 10 minutes past the hour, 9 o'clock. We're going to say good morning to the Ground Report team. And right now, you are in the company of Stephan and Mr X. Off the record, we will take you to 12 noon. Yeah, no. This thing is real frustrating me, you know. This little button over here, boy.
Which one?
This little button over here, boy. The volume button, boy.
Yeah.
Thing that's real frustrating me, boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But build a nation, man. Build a nation. A little merchant to start the morning off.
Well, good morning to Nigel Snipes. Good morning. Happy birthday to you, my brother. We have been in this business for a number of years, so close to 20 years we have been into this business. And long health, prosperity, and may all your dreams come true, brother. Happy birthday today to you. And health and
Snipes.
strength, right? Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Snipes, boy. Happy birthday, Snipes.
Yeah.
All right.
All the game I'll play.
Time for your girl to buy a new jacket for you, man.
Yeah.
Right? You keep forgetting that. The one you have, you keep forgetting it in the studio. So, obviously, he's ready to move on.
Yeah. It's about that time.
Yeah, son, when you start to forget certain clothes, you know it's ready to move on from them clothes. It's time to get new clothes. You understand? I hear Andy Williams talking about the playway. And he say, like, he's sticking with 6 because, like she want to get pregnant for him or some kind of thing, so?
With that? With what?
Like, I don't know, he says something about some woman they want to get pregnant for him or some kind of thing, so he's sticking with 6. Belly.
Sticking with 6?
Yes, and something he mentioned about a woman and getting pregnant and all kind of thing. What's he talking about?
But you have enough train, we want again.
How much train Andy have?
About 9 or somewhere around there.
Nah, Andy can't know 9 train. Andy can't know 9 train.
About that, I tell you.
Andy Williams about 9 train?
Yeah.
You sure, X?
Yeah, you hot like that.
Grong report, Andy Williams?
Yeah. Douglas business.
Papa, you boy, them Douglas men and them. And Lennox.
Lennox have one, I think. One son.
One son?
Yeah, I think.
What boy,
I
Lennox?
don't know for sure.
Andy
So
could lend you
more
children,
to
boy.
liberty.
Andy could,
You got a small side?
Andy had 9 children.
Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong, I don't know. But I think so.
You know Andy longer than me.
Yeah, well, I think so.
All of us on Grog Report and thing together.
I think about 9 train and all.
What this man doing out here with 9 children, boy? And I joke him when they
Now,
check.
all of them is big train. Most of them is big train. Just 1 or 2 of them is small one.
I always hear Hyde used to talk about Star Child and the among the children Star Child.
Yeah, he about 25.
Jeez, and natures.
Yeah, he's a jump and seed everywhere. Everywhere he jumping and
What
seed.
them fellas is?
Yeah, he different.
Nah, I could only do that if I was a billionaire, boy. If I had
Yeah,
Elon
but-
Musk money, like I say, I'd have travel the world and I'd have make a child in every country.
Well, he's sick now. With them training him.
Yeah, boy. All them children, Star Child have the boy and he's sick.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
them
boy.
training now.
You could make the children, you know, you can't make the mine, you know.
25 of them. Come down, man.
We could make one of them mine, right?
Come down, man.
Well, one of them on radio doing well. He wasn't over here.
Who's
I
that?
think he moved now.
Who's that?
Oh gosh, Star Child's son.
Me and who's that, son? I know.
DJ boy.
I know about 4 of them. I know about 4
Oh
of them.
God, what his name again? Snipes message me name now. Star something. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my son was playing. He was working over by next station. Then I think he was over here, and I think he gone somewhere else now. I think he make the move over to by Tragedy.
Well, your true test in life is going through life, and when you start to get old and think it does know how you live your life, kind of thing. You know.
Yeah.
It does tell. You know, the signs are there when you're children. Well, I'm not saying this to anybody, but I'm just saying, you know, when you're children or your family don't want anything to do with you, kind of thing. That kind of
Most likely you haven't been good to them.
That's a testimony.
Or maybe you just had wicked family.
Well, I don't know. It'll be kind of like both ways. I don't know.
I don't know, but I can't understand. You know, I can't understand like how brother and sister and things fall out, and brother does chop up each other, and this one don't talk to the father or the mother, and
well, we are all humans and
know.
we wired differently. So it have different scenarios for different people. And it's not and family is not blood related. I will say that again. Family is not blood related per se. Quite have people that treat you much better than your family.
your family.
Than your own family. Riding or dying with you.
Boy.
Either your own family there and they doesn't business.
There doesn't business and will help you,
You know what I mean? So
But when you're coming to something, they want you know.
yeah.
We're not lotto now.
Must want.
We're not lotto. You go see how much
something.
family you have.
Yeah.
Family coming out from all.
Extended
What?
family.
They're coming by boat, by plane. They're like juke. Some years ago, they're swimming over and all.
Yep.
What? You come into money now, you go see how much family you have. Family you never even know about. I have family I don't even know about. My family is so big. Yeah, on both my grandparents' side, well, my mother, my father's side, ting.
Well, I don't deal with none of my family, so
Serious.
on both sides.
Well, I have family that I don't see regularly, I don't deal with regularly. And then I have my little inner circle family, with that family that I'm
I
more or
have
less
those
grew up with.
as acknowledged, but I don't really have any. Let me see. I have a son, my ex-wife, she's son, which is my stepson, kind of thing. Who else, boy?
No, but
Who else
family.
I deal with, boy?
No, but families are a weird thing because, okay, like all REIS, REIS,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So when I was small growing up, if you go to the dictionary, dictionary, directory, it only had like 8 REIS in Trinidad. Only about 8.
Right.
And what...
Carlton Reese.
Yeah, Carlton Reese is my cousin.
Oh, okay.
Carlton is my cousin.
Yeah.
Which I found out. Well, all REIS related. Right? All of we come from Portugal. From the same area Ronaldo from.
lineage.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Right?
Unfortunately.
Right? But I mean, unfortunately. But anyhow, we'll get to that. Hard luck the boy CR7 boy. The World Cup. But right, so we from that same part of Portugal, which I'd love to go to. Is oh God, what's the name of the part of it? Call it now. You a man. You know,
Portugal.
Portugal. It have a place in Portugal, boy, that he from, boy. I go tell you now. But anyway, my point is this, right? As I just try to pull up the place here that Cristiano Ronaldo from, right? Oh, look at pop up there, man. You just type in Cristiano. I wonder me and his family, boy. Get a little loan, you know. People like that. What's his family?
Is he get family? Is he get him? That's what I hear. And that kind of related or something.
Oh
and I'm
God,
getting him out 15. Get in that pocket.
You understand? No, but I'm trying to get the part where it tells you where he's from. Anyway, I'll remember it in a little bit. But nevertheless, we are from that same part of Portugal, right?
Right.
And all Reese supposed to be related. All REIS in Trinidad, right?
Right.
Interesting fact. I come from the poorest Reeses.
All right, cool.
These are the ones that didn't have no money.
Right.
All the rest of them have money.
Yeah, Portugal.
Right?
Portuguese people, yeah.
All the rest of them in Trinidad have money, you know. But my family in Trinidad, I don't know how we did have no money. But say my grandfather used to cost people stink and walk around the place with a flask of rum in the back pocket. Anyway, is that like a white man, eh? Like what we would identify a white man as? My grandfather's Sonny was like a white man, big ears.
Right.
Like how we had the ears, right? Anyway, so all of us are supposed to be related. However, I know my Reese family.
Right.
Right? But I don't know the rest of them. So I have met a few of them.
Right.
And they say, hey, we's family. We related.
Well, that guy in Cascade too, who was our accountant in TTRS, he's a Reese too.
Right, but...
What's his name? Something Reese boy. I'm trying to remember.
In where? From where?
From in Cascade. He used to live up in the villas in Cascade.
Who's that boy? It have a Robert Reese, you know.
Robert, right. He that accountant.
Right, but he had the kicks with that.
Yeah, Robert, yeah.
Robert Reese, I met him. Real cool soul, yeah.
Yeah, real cool soul.
Right?
Yeah.
My father name is Robert Reese.
Oh, okay.
My father was Robert Reese. I am Stephan Robert Reese.
Oh, okay.
My little brother, my first little brother is Anthony Robert Reese.
Right.
Right? Because my father had this concept that in the event that he died and he had money, business and thing, it'd be an easy transition because all his sons is Robert.
Right. Okay.
Right? So anyway, but except the last one, my stepmother said, nah. And she named the last one. Little baby in the bunch. But the point is, I met Robert, and I was like, that's how I find out me and his family.
Right.
I got a gig as a DJ, and I went to play and thing for a staff party, and he introduced himself, and he said, "Use REIS." I say, "Yeah." He said, "It's REIS, I said, "What's your name?" He said, "But my name is Robert." I said, "Nah, you can't be Robert. Robert is my father."
Right, okay.
Right? So he was like, "Robert is your father?" No, I used to carry my father ID card with me.
Right.
Right? So I show him my father ID card. I said, "Look, my father ID card here, Robert Reese." And he pulled out the ID card, Robert Reese.
Right.
So it had two Robert Reese. Right?
Right.
But it's funny because we related. That's the difference. It's about the difference between being family and being related.
Right, okay.
You understand? That's the point I was coming to.
Right.
You could be related, but you ain't sure to be family. Because families are different kettle of fish.
Right.
Right? My family is people I grew up with. You understand what I'm saying? It's not people who even, like you say, you will adopt people like your best friend and think people who you grew up with from small, and you go say, "Dime a day one, dime a family." Right? We's family. But we just throw around the term family, like the normal concept of what family is. A mother, a father, a sister, a brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
in the house now, the construct of the household. That is family. You know what I mean? But it have people outside of that you're related to. But you don't really know them.
Well, during this life, in my life, I have noticed that everybody could go with you. But everybody can't come with you. Can't come up and chat with you.
Interesting.
So you have friends over the years that would go with you, whatever. You had a common interest and ideologies, as we say. You have a common interest and ideologies, and after a while, you just grow apart. Especially if you're moving up, you can't go with everybody.
Right.
You can't go with everybody. Forget that. You may have your best friends, whatever the case to be, but that and all doesn't last a lifetime. It have some friends are there for a lifetime.
Right.
I'd have some friends that will drop off as time go along. As you get to different stations in life.
Correct.
People just look at you different and try to envy you and pray, as they say. Right. So I have learned to take life one day at a time.
One day at a time.
Just kind of go with the flow. I ain't really.
And okay, here. Sorry, not to cut you. Madeira.
Madeira, okay.
Madeira. In Portugal.
Right.
I wanted to share something with the people, My nephew, right? He did a DNA test.
Right.
Some years ago, right? Remember the other was talking about race and all kind of thing? And I got the results of the DNA test. Just to elaborate, or just to put this race thing to rest, right? Or to give you a different perspective on race, right? I just want to give you the insight into his DNA test, if I could.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
Right. So, Western European, this is how the DNA testers break down. People listen to this. Western European, 2.5%. French, 1.1%. Belgian, Rhinelander, and Southern Dutch, 0.8%. Swiss, Southwestern German, and Western Austrian, 0.6%. Italian and Maltese, 0.2%. Sardinian, 0.2%, right? Then it goes to, that is one breakdown of his DNA. But it goes on. European, 33.2%.
Okay.
Right? So Spanish and Portuguese, 25.1%.
Right.
Because remember, we have Portuguese heritage.
Yeah.
Portuguese and Galician, Madeira. It identifies us from Madeira. Right? Yeah, it says Madeira.
Okay.
Which is where we're from. But the DNA test was able to, so this one know it accurate.
Right.
Because it could have pinpoint exactly what
Where the
part of
line is,
Portugal
yeah.
that you're from. 16%. Andalusian, Asturian, and Castilian, 4.4%. Canary Islander, 3.6%. Aragonese and Catalan, 1.1%. British and Irish, 5.4%. Right? Then it goes on. It ain't done there yet. Let me see which one is right. I'll do that one last. Sub-Saharan African.
What?
So if you see my nephew,
Yeah.
you would not identify him as African.
Okay.
And this is why I'm reading this. Sub-Saharan African, 26.9%.
Wow.
I want to understand what I'm now telling all you. West African, 23.3%. Nigerian, the Igbo people, 13.4%. Ghanaian, Liberian, and Sierra Leonean, 8.5%. Senegambian and Guinean, 1.4%. Congolese and Southeast African, 3.6%. Angolan and Congolese, Congo and Bundu peoples, 2.9%. And Southern East African, 0.7%. You understand what I'm telling you? Right. Asian,
Right.
it breaks down everything. East Asian, 8%. Chinese, 7.5%. South Coastal Chinese, 4%. Southern Chinese and Taiwanese, 3.5%. Vietnamese, 0.5%. Right? Additional ancestry regions and all kind of things. Man, this thing does give you everything.
Well, that goes to show, right?
Mm-hmm.
That there is a supreme being of some sort, which manifests itself to different people in different ways.
Right.
Right. And it must have some kind of something responsible for this order.
Yeah.
This order of life, right? And DNA is one of the most accurate depictions of somebody on a crime scene, right? So for years we've been talking DNA. For years we've been talking picking up samples and carrying to Miami to get back.
Yes.
When it coming back whenever it is, kind of thing. Cause it done loaded over there already. So come like here. The same way with the Privy Council with certain cases. The Privy Council as much as less outlawed Trinidad as a how to put it, as the place to get final arbitration on a matter, because the fed up at Trinidad and Tobago, we had to find a way to get out of that. Privy Council has said that several times. You know, and this order that we live, you know, and DNA is most important to crime solving. And that is why I am not giving Guevara any real props. Because as a criminologist, and I think he did that, I think he did that as a study, I think.
Right.
I had to check it out and make sure. But it have the basics that we're not getting right.
Yeah.
The basics. That's why crime is out of control. Because the day you start to hold rapists, the day you start to hold bank robbers, shooters, wherever, and using the technology that we have available to hold people is when crime will go down.
All right.
Right? When we start to tackle the youth is when crime will go down. And until the day that we start doing those two things, we will always have crime in this country.
Well, but let me tell you
Unfortunately.
Let me tell you something, yeah? I now read out one part of the DNA test that results that my nephew have, right? And it shows you that when we out here arguing race,
We are against stupidness.
we are against stupidness. Because
Stupidness
he are East Asian, a percentage of East Asian. The strongest two things he have is Portuguese and African.
And African, yeah.
And then Asian.
Saharan African.
Then Asian and then European. So he's less European than anything else. Right?
But that speaks to specifics.
This
in
specifics.
terms of what your DNA carries, and nobody carries a report like that.
Exactly. But here it goes on, you know.
At least no two same people.
Here we just tell you too. Wellness. Alcohol flush reaction unlikely to flush. So your system is unlikely to flush alcohol, I would imagine, right? Caffeine consumption likely to consume less. All of this is telling you at the end of the test, you know. Deep sleep, less likely to be a deep sleeper. Genetic weight predisposed to weigh about average, lactose intolerance, likely intolerant, muscle composition, common in elite power athletes, saturated fat and weight, likely similar weight. Right? It goes on to traits. That is wellness. It goes on to traits. Flat feet. More likely than average to have flat feet. Hair thickness. Less likely to have thick hair. Ice cream flavor preferences. More likely to prefer vanilla over chocolate ice cream. All of this is DNA test, you know. Misophonia. Right? Or misophonia. Average odds of hating chewing songs.
Okay.
Don't at that. Mosquito bite frequency. Likely bitten more often than others. Photic sneeze reflex. Likely no photic sneeze reflex. Sweet versus salty. Likely prefers salty. Wake up time. Likely to wake up around 8:57 a.m.
All right.
All that you're telling you, know.
Yeah.
It have
Where was this
it have two more. In America.
Oh, okay.
He did this when he was in America. Ability to match musical pitch. About a 50-50 chance of being able to match a musical pitch. Asparagus odor detection. Likely can smell. Bitter taste. Likely can taste. Bunions. Less likely than average to have had a bunion. Cilantro taste aversion. Odds of disliking cilantro not increased. Fear of heights. Don't this is tell you know. Less likely than average to be afraid of heights. Fear of public speaking.
Right.
Less likely to have a fear of public speaking. And then it goes on to health predisposition. The last one. Is the last one? Yeah, this is the last one. Age-related macular degeneration, variant detected, not likely at increased risk. Alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, variant detected, not likely at risk. Celiac disease, slightly increased risk. G6PD deficiency, increased risk. Chronic kidney disease, right? Variants not detected. Familial hypercholesterolemia, variant not detected. Hereditary amyloidosis, variants not detected. Hereditary hemochromatosis or whatever, variant not detected. And another one with variant. Listen, this thing goes so deep. This could tell you, right? You can imagine you could do a DNA test on an athlete to see how much weight, if weight gain or muscle gain
It's going to affect it anyway.
is going to be suitable. Is that you are more suitable than me? You understand what I'm saying? Or even there was one here. Not the likely can taste, but right, 50 chance of being able to match a musical pitch. A DNA test telling you that if you're musically inclined and things like that, right? That's how deep the test goes now. It's not just your blood and what part of the world you think. It just go deeper into it and tell you all kind of things.
Two persons
Are the same.
DNA.
Exactly.
No two persons.
You might have similarity in
So
traits,
within the last
but not
40 years or so, people have been coming out of prison because of DNA samples.
Right.
Right? We are able to place a suspect at the location and so on and so on. Right? About getting information on a suspect.
Yeah.
Where is our DNA database?
But we don't have one.
Where is our APHIS database?
We don't have one. We have one? No, I don't think we have one.
We have something like it.
But we do have a database like how they have internationally.
Right.
Right.
So you have CODIS, you have CODIS, which is the DNA sample, and you have APHIS, which is the automated fingerprint identification system, which narrows down criminals,
Right.
especially with
Previous records.
with previous record, and also to I forget what I was going to say. Yeah, but generally, in terms of identifying criminals at a specific location,
Yeah.
if you say this person came into my room and took wherever and came through a window and whatever, fingerprints and DNA is important.
Right.
Those are the basics for. We had when Clark Kent was here, Gibbs. he introduced APHIS because he knew that tool was very important towards our crime fight, because crimes of opportunity is what happens most times, right? You're not a criminal today, but you're coming on the road and you see something lapsing somewhere in somebody's house or something, and you can get through a window and pick it up and come out. Right. That's how you identify people, by DNA and APHIS. Fingerprints on the windowsill, on the door handle, and the whatever. So that's why I'm not too keen on giving Guevara any kind of points, because he's not beefing up that area. He needs to get involved in the aspects of APHIS and DNA. Two most fundamental principles in the crime fight. Two most fundamental issues when it comes to the crime fight. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have the same fingerprint, and no two persons have the same DNA. So that should tell you something.
Well, yeah.
Right?
I mean, look, all of that is good in terms of the crime fighting. But I just want people to know how deep a DNA test goes. It's not just a blood test that you just do, or they take your hair, a sample of your hair.
Well, we have it done as paternity, for paternity purposes. That's why we talk about DNA testing, but we don't look at the depth of it, about understanding your system.
Your system and
how
everything.
Your system operates and how it's supposed to operate.
Right? Look like me.
Mm.
Let me say somebody like me who having a problem with this beer belly thing. Well, it's belly, right?
Right.
I do a DNA test, it will be able to tell me exactly what type of body type I am, and all these. It'll break it down for me.
Right.
So now I can you would know to adjust and things like that, right?
Look like
so it's good. It's good for your health too.
Look like the celiac variant. Talking about celiac variant and so on. It's like if you're a bleeder.
All of that
if
too.
If you're a bleeder, it will tell you. If you're not good at clotting
and all these things,
and all these things. So these are things that you're supposed to know as a police, as a detective, and all these different aspects. Right. Because it will tell you, it will give you a full breakdown of someone's character, and maybe able to adjust.
Yeah. But we gotta take a little break.
Even when you get up in the morning, you ain't telling you when you're likely to get up.
Yeah, 8:57 a.m. Well, he likely to get up at 8:57 a.m. Yeah. I telling you, boy, that was a real. He went and he do it. What happened? He was in Tampa at the time, attending university, and he didn't graduate yet. And they were going around the campus and they were offering these DNA tests. And he said, "Well, yeah, no problem," because he wanted to know, where his bloodline is traced and that kind of thing. He more do it for that now.
Look at another thing me and Robert was talking about. We were talking about if you want gate or if you want access to government funding for education, you give a DNA sample.
Give a DNA sample?
You want to control your population? That is a good way to do it.
Well, I guess so. Yeah.
You give a DNA sample, you're taking gate, wherever, a good way to data mine.
And then you could build a database.
You can build a database from there.
All right, that's not bad at all. As we go to the break here, let me just remind you guys, people, football action is heating up. Don't miss a moment. Watch every match live on Rush Sports with Digicel Plus on the new Omni TV plans. Plus, enjoy 20% off for 6 months when you sign up. Visit your nearest Digicel Plus store and switch today. And we also want to remind you that this weekend, TTT is serving up even more great entertainment. Christmas lovers, we haven't forgotten you. It's Christmas in July all month long on TTT and ttt.live/stream. Enjoy heartwarming Christmas movies all weekend from Friday straight through to Sunday. So, whenever you're ready for a break from the football action, we've got just what you're looking for. Christmas in July on TTT and ttt.live/stream. We're going to take the break. When we come back, Jack Warner has jumped out. He's been silent for a while, but he's calling for the removal of FIFA president after the whole phone call with the US president and so on and so forth on the red card. Oh boy, nothing is without Bacchanal.
Your news and
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Bruh, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live Online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
We got the news coming up at the top of the hour. After the news, we got the naughty corner, so we're going to be opening phone lines, take your calls. We have some naughtiness to deal with. But right now, boy, waiting about this scene, boy. Yesterday we kind of touched on it. And foreign news, you're going to get some licks this morning, eh? You know why?
We do.
Foreign news calling and say, beat the US media for saying that 47 made a phone call. He didn't make no phone call, he only put out a tweet. But 47 come in a press conference and say, yes, he spoke that before official.
What?
47 came. Trump came in a press conference.
Right.
And they asked him about the red card. And he said, yeah, I spoke to a FIFA official, asked them if they could review it.
Okay. All right.
But Foreign News called yesterday to beat the media.
Yeah, for not
Right, for saying that he didn't call and this, that, and the other. The man say he called.
Hey, so they get beaten.
Now that call has sparked a whole lot of controversy, and even Jack Warner has jumped in. Former FIFA Vice President Jack Warner has vowed to when Jack vowed to do something, you know he going at it full 100, right? He vowed to spearhead a campaign to remove FIFA President Gianni Infantino, accusing him of bringing the game into disrepute by permitting U.S. President Donald Trump to interfere in the World Cup 2026 tournament. Warner told the Express yesterday Infantino had disgraced football by his action. A global controversy erupted after Trump personally called Infantino and requested a review of the red card shown to United States striker Folarin Balogun. Balogun was sent off for a hard tackle during the United States round of 32 match against Bosnia last Wednesday, and the dismissal carried an automatic one-match suspension, ruling him out of the crucial round of 16 clash against Belgium last night. Now, Trump intervened by calling Infantino, arguing the decision was incorrect and requesting a review shortly afterwards. FIFA lifted the player's one-match suspension, allowing him to play in the match. All right, and in a telephone interview with the Express, Warner said several of his former FIFA colleagues had contacted him for his view. And he said, quote, I told them I will start a campaign against Infantino. He is a disgrace to FIFA and to football. For Trump to intervene in the match with the U.S. player against Belgium last night is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen. And I honestly believe that Infantino should lose his election next year, and anything I could do to help with that, I will do. He has destroyed the reputation of FIFA. FIFA is a non-profit organization, said Warner. Listen, Jack, let me see you that. Jack, I love you.
Abdul, bring the duffel bag.
Yeah, you understand?
Bring the duffel bag.
What reputation of FIFA?
Yeah.
What reputation of FIFA?
Bring the duffel bag and give him it for
you understand
for
what I'm
considering our offer.
Look,
Not for getting the offer go through.
You understand?
For considering our offer.
But all right, this is what I'll say. I am stating this,
Never boy.
and I want all to understand. I do not agree with Trump calling Infantino to ask for a review. Let me state that clearly this morning.
But that goes without saying.
That goes without saying.
Well, in this instance, the caller might be right, eh?
Well,
He just doing what he want.
no. I don't think he's doing what he want.
What
I
he
think,
doing?
okay, let me explain you.
The same thing?
Let me explain you.
Ah.
The whole issue around this is how it look, you know. Make no mistake about it, you know.
Well, yeah,
It's
but
how it look. Whether or
Right.
not it was the wrong or the right decision to give the player the red card, or the wrong or the right decision to review. That is not the focus here, you know. The focus is how it looking bad.
well,
But Trump has never cared about how it look.
well, yeah, well,
He's an egomaniac. And the reason why he would have mentioned, he didn't want to mention that he spoke to him. It was kind of in the air. Because all we know is that he had put out a tweet
his
at
office
the
is
time.
the most powerful in the world.
Right, but he want credit for it. So because of his egomaniac ways, he want credit for it now because he's seeing it as the right thing. That's what he see it as, right? But we know it's the wrong thing because it don't interfere in these processes, right?
Right.
That would have been something that the American coach should have done, Pochettino.
Right.
But Pochettino didn't do that because from the word go before the World Cup started, FIFA said that a red card cannot be challenged.
Okay.
Right? Now, what they did when Trump asked for the review is they did review it and they use Article 27, which is in the FIFA rules, which caters for a review.
Right.
Right? And
Right.
caters for that review committee to either uphold the decision of the referee or reverse it.
Right.
And they decided to reverse it in the form of
I won the less.
they lifted the one game ban
Right.
and they put him on a year probation.
Right.
So for the next year, if he makes any kind of
Boo-boo.
thing
Any
like
kind
that,
of boo-boo, yeah.
well, right, they'll take action. But here's my thing. I listen to all the sports pundits. And like I say, I'm a sports commentator too. I have my own sports show.
Right.
But I don't look at things in the now only. I just go back.
Right.
So when we talking about, okay, we want to condemn the phone call, fine, no problem. And no problem with that. I agree 100% that call should have never been made.
Right.
But all the pundits and them that talking now and talking about bringing the game into disrepute and talking about the integrity of the game, the integrity of the game of football,
No, that dirty word doesn't go together.
and the reputation of FIFA.
Yeah, those words.
Who
those
tell us
words-
FIFA
those
have a good
words don't-
reputation? FIFA have a good reputation.
Those words don't string together. But them that's going
So-
people say they want to tell them what beer to sell.
Exactly. So you telling me, right? You telling me them just gonna change your laws
Yeah.
when you want to host a World Cup? FIFA just change, just tell you gotta change your
in them
law.
countries and them they're telling you what beer to sell. They're telling you exactly what beer to sell, where you can't
And
sell
where
it.
you can't sell. That is what they do because this is the beer that's sponsored.
Yeah.
This is the sponsored product. And look, if you don't allow alcohol to be drunk in a stadium, which a lot of places do not allow because you know the English hooligans how this get on.
Right.
So in England, you can't drink alcohol while you're watching a game.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Because in certain games that could lead to altercations after, right?
yeah.
So they ban alcohol and thing in stadiums and thing, right? But FIFA, if you are hosting and let me say Budweiser is the sponsor,
Budweiser alone, that's
they
it.
tell you have to rewrite your
Yeah.
law to accommodate for Budweiser to sell in,
So,
in the stadium.
Only, locally.
Right now, that is part of hosting the World Cup and the power that FIFA have. And one could easily say, well, FIFA does abuse their power because they're causing governments to change the laws. So, you think this is the first time there's been political interference in FIFA?
Well, of course.
Come
not.
on, now, man. It's just, it has happened behind closed doors. And this one happened
To be most
in
glaring.
front of your face, right?
Yeah.
Because the man who do it, he don't care.
Right.
He don't care how it look. In his mind, that was the right thing to do because
Right.
the player didn't deserve no red card. Now, let me get to the player not deserving the red card. Like I said yesterday, FIFA and the referees set the precedent when Messi made the tackle with the studs up from behind.
Do you want him
Against-
with Messi?
Right.
Yeah.
And he stamped down on the player leg.
Yeah.
It was accidental.
How they review that?
Hold on. It was that was accidental because it was accident. It wasn't a tackle with intent, right? So it was accidental.
Right.
However, he didn't get a card.
Right.
He got 0 cards. He didn't even get a yellow.
They wait for on the play.
They just think, and all the pundits sit down and say, well, maybe it's a card, maybe it's a... And they try to downplay it. I remember I was following it, you know.
Right.
They downplay it.
Right.
And then it quietly went away. Right? And I said at the time on my sports show, wait and see, something is going to happen in the World Cup where that is going to be looked at. A similar situation. And lo and behold, the US player end up in a tangle with another player. Both of them were kind of going for the ball and they were off balance and falling down.
Right.
And his foot went up on the player calf and then slid down. And then the player that was falling, his foot bent now.
Right.
So it make it look real bad now. But it was accidental. There was no intent to injure anybody.
Right.
Boom, red card. Different player, different rule.
Right.
Right? So, how did that not compromise the integrity of the sport? And we all know the reason why a card wasn't given in the Messi situation
why they
is
review
because
that?
of who Messi is.
And why they review that?
Well, nobody in call for a review because it's Messi. You understand?
that
And the
can't be-
pundits didn't talk about it as harshly as this.
Yeah.
Because this would have been early in the World Cup. And if I was a pundit sitting on a show, I would have been saying, listen, we can't be allowing that to take place. Messi can't be getting no preference in terms of treatment.
Right.
If it's a card, it's a card. If it's a card for X, it's a card for Messi.
Because
if it's a card for me, it's a card for me. That's what I would be saying.
Oh, you are saying the guy did the same kind of tackle.
It's the same. It gave him a red card.
Yeah.
So upon the review, they say, well, all right, red card was a little harsh. It was accidental. There was no intent.
Right.
We will lift the ban. Now, it seems that it doesn't matter. And I've heard some pundits say, well, you know, at the end of the day, it wasn't a red card. It really wasn't a red card. They are saying that he should not have gotten a red card. So, okay, he did. So here how the game has been compromised, or the integrity of the game has been compromised even further. FIFA, UEFA, and all of these footballing bodies, right? They have introduced technology to the sport. Why has the technology been introduced? VAR. It has been introduced so that there is a review in real time.
And the sticometer too.
So that you could get the calls correct, right?
Right.
Because you're trying to fix the imperfections of the game.
Well, they're trying to take away the human error of the game.
Right.
The interpretations of it.
But imagine this. You are trying to remove the human error by replacing it with technology. And even with the technology, you're still getting the calls wrong.
No, yeah, but
so the game, the integrity is compromised.
They have introduced technology, but the perception of it, or the how to put it, the actual call will be based on preference, on somebody's interpretation of it.
Everything is interpretation
Right.
in sport, right?
Yeah, but it have some basic rules. Okay, you was telling me the other day that a handball is one where the player pushes forward his hand.
Yeah, if the arm is extended
to
or
impede the actual movement of the ball,
yeah.
right? But if you were pulling back and your hand is at your side and the ball hits your hand, that doesn't necessarily interpret as a handball,
because you're trying to get your hand out of the way.
right? But
So
I
the
saw
intent to
I
handle the
saw
ball
a
is not
play
there.
yesterday or sometime recently here, within the last couple days here. I saw a play where the ball hit a man's shoulder right here. And the
the shoulder is anywhere from down here.
anywhere
But
from
up
down
here,
here.
yeah, up here they don't check that. They don't check that's a handball.
Right.
That's too high up.
So it comes down to interpretation of the person who is the skilled person in charge of the game, not so?
Of
Which
course,
is the referee.
interpretation. So the referee would have interpreted the tackle as a red card, but his interpretation could be wrong. So did you not introduce the technology to ensure that you have those corrections made, that you don't make the wrong call? And
the
player has to suffer.
The first call would be the one that you would interpret as maybe a foul or maybe not a foul, right? But the second call is to review it, to make sure that your first call was correct. The second time around.
Correct. And even in that instance, now what they are saying is that this Article 27 invoked by FIFA for this review, it has been used before in a situation with Cristiano Ronaldo, but it wasn't in a tournament. It doesn't matter if it was in a tournament or not. It's there. It exists.
It's what you call a precedent.
That's right. But you can't activate that Article 27 if you have stated ahead of time that a red card cannot be challenged.
Oh, no.
Because
If you have a law on the books,
the law says that you have a review according to the Article 27.
right? Well, FIFA can come and say something after
No. But they said before
supersede
the tournament start, red cards cannot be reviewed.
No, they can't do that. They can't do that because there's a law in place. There's a black and white in place. If there's no black and white,
right,
that holds water. But if there's a black and white in place, that doesn't hold no. You can come and say something to supersede that. That come like writing a law, superseding the Constitution. You can't write a law that supersedes the Constitution. It will become ultra virus. Right. So you if you have a law, you have something in black and white. You can't come and say before the competition is so it go and leave it like that. It doesn't work like that.
Right.
Law is law. I have no interpretation. It have no emotion in law.
Exactly.
So if the law says it can be reviewed via Section 27, there is nothing that FIFA could say to supersede that. Nothing.
Well, okay. But putting that aside. Putting that aside for a second, right? Like I say, I do not think that any politician should make any call to FIFA and get involved.
Well, that was well rubbish there.
That is nonsense, right?
Well rubbish there,
it ain't looking good, and yes, it make it look bad and casts a cloud over the game and the tournament on the whole, right? Although they get knocked out, they get 4 in their performance last night from Belgium, you know. They get 4, but they would have never beat Belgium. But nevertheless.
The fastest paced match I ever seen in my life
the game on tempo,
was last night.
Game on tempo.
That game was just back and forth. For the whole game. I thought the second half would have been slower because I would have tell myself by now, after the first 45 minutes, somebody would run out of gas.
Yeah.
Because they was going back and forth for the whole first half.
Yeah.
Only the hydration break kind of slowed them down a little bit, but they came out like that. And then in the second half, same pace again.
Yeah.
And like,
it was a very, very different game. Way more exciting than the Spain-Portugal game was the worst game I see. That the most boring game.
The most boring game is Argentina and this side we just get kicked out there. We Argentina just that game was the most boring. The 1-0. What was the name of that side?
Oh no! You're talking France, Paraguay, not Argentina.
No.
Argentina and Cape Verde played at 3-2. No. They went 3-2. Them and the extra time.
France, Paraguay.
I think it's France with the 1-0 with the penalty. That was France, Paraguay, when Paraguay kicking on all the players and that kind of thing.
Oh,
but I feel that Spain-Portugal game was worse than that.
That
game did not nothing in it, boy.
I never kicked a line in my life.
Well, and I saw two big team there, and then Portugal, I mean, as a quick free kick here, but nevertheless. Yeah. But just, we are the 10 o'clock news. All right, so we got the 10 o'clock news, and then we come into the naughty corner. All the wholesome string, we're going to take some calls and get your naughtiness ready. All right, it's coming up after this.
Good morning. I'm Mary-Therese Bernard with the latest headlines to the hour. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is urging parents and the guardians to look out for the well-being of their children during the July-August vacation, as youngsters spend more time at home, outdoors, and online. The TTPS is reminding families that parents have a legal duty of care under the Children's Act and is encouraging them to put practical safeguards in place before problems arise. They say close supervision, open communication, and clear safety rules are essential, particularly when children are left in the care of others. They emphasize that the law is clear and that child safety must remain a priority both at home and in the wider community. Regionally, more than a week after two powerful earthquakes struck Venezuela, the death toll has climbed to 3,535, with nearly 18,000 people left homeless. Authorities say more than 16,000 people were injured when the 7.2 and 7.5 magnitude quakes hit on June 24th, devastating Caracas and the coastal region of La Guaira. The latest figures highlight the scale of the disaster as criticism grows over the government's response and recovery efforts. Internationally, more than 1,000 people have been arrested in a global crackdown on human trafficking spanning 59 countries. The Interpol-led operation targeted networks involved in sexual exploitation, forced labor, criminal activity, and coerced begging. Authorities say the effort led to the dismantling of trafficking rings that forced victims into online scam operations in Cambodia and exploited underage girls recruited through social media for sex work in Europe. And those are the latest headlines from the TTT News Center.
Get ready for the biggest business-to-business event of the year, the Trade and Investment Convention, happening on July 9th to July 11th at the Center of Excellence, Macoya. Doors open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on business days, 9th and 10th July, and 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Consumer Day, Saturday, 11th July. Dress code in effect for business days. Park and ride available from Constantine Park and UB TGR North Car Park all days. And NAMDEFCO July 9th to July 11th, sponsored by the Ministry of Trade, Investment and Tourism, Exim Bank, Balroops Group, Robust Security Network Limited, and Lullaby Group.
When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens, because your world can't wait. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Rivalries, predictions, and bragging rights. Who are you backing? Who's already making excuses? And who do you think will lift the trophy? Join hosts Mariah Ramharak and Nasira Mohammed live on The Final VAR, Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. as they discuss every controversy, every goal, and review every match from football's biggest stage, along with a panel of guests. The Final VAR, where the debate is as exciting as the game. Watch exclusively on TTT and stream on TTT Live online.
Uh-oh, who's misbehaving today? Welcome to the Naughty Corner on Talk City 91.1 FM.
All right, man. So we're here. It is the Naughty Corner, 622-4911. That is 622-4911 and 394-4911. That is the number to call. Whoever
We
you
are
have.
back.
Yes. Whoever you have in your Naughty Corner, this is the time now. Foreign news. You're getting it early for that bad piece of information.
Yeah.
We know.
That's rubbish to be reading.
We know it as back 47. But oh gosh, boy, if he call FIFA, he call FIFA.
Yes,
Just don't call and say the media get it wrong, man.
You're so up in the man K-Pax.
I'm telling
You're
you.
selling dreams. You're selling dreams.
Lord, morning.
Yeah, man.
Welcome.
Yeah, morning.
Who's in the Naughty Corner
How
this
the whole
morning?
system in the Naughty Corner?
Which
From
system?
top to bottom. From bandit to judge. Everybody involved.
All right. No problem, man. The system. Morning. Who's in the Naughty Corner this morning?
Morning. Verena Williams, President of the Tobago Cycling Federation.
Yeah, man.
I like how you don't forget at all, you know.
Yeah,
Every
I don't
morning
forget,
that man
yeah.
does call in to share some licks, you know.
Yeah.
Every morning that Cycling Federation president does get, you know. And well deserved. Morning. Who's in the Naughty Corner this morning?
Donald Trump and the FIFA president for covering the game to distribute.
Yes!
Then will blame Trump and he for America losing the game.
Yeah, they go blame him for that too. Hey, no boy, I tell you, no boy, just take it easy, no boy. No, but we had to put the FIFA president and the Trump in the Naughty Corner because that you cannot make that call. You can't. We know things that's happen behind closed doors, right? Nobody don't make noise off of what's going on behind closed doors, you know. But when it happen in front of your face, oh God, Lord have mercy, I tell you. Morning! Who's in the Naughty Corner this morning?
Morning, gentlemen.
Welcome, go ahead.
Jack Wanda for calling Castle Black.
Oh God!
Who that?
He put Jack in the Naughty Corner. He said, the pot collar the kettle black.
Oh God.
God, Lord have mercy.
Oh, this sad, right?
Now, Jack had to get something, but Jack, FIFA's reputation.
It's the pits.
What are you telling me? What are you talking about?
It's the pits.
Uh-oh.
Break.
No, don't do me that, Uncle Jack. Don't do me that, Uncle Jack.
Abdul, bring the duffel bag.
Abdul! Bring it! Qatar on the inside.
Yeah.
Don't try that.
Yeah. Bring the duffel bag. You see, Abdul coming straight in with the duffel bag. Give me some water.
Nah.
For considering our token of appreciation.
I'm telling you, listen, Jack said he's going on a campaign, you know. He is going to make it his business to get rid of Infantino, you know.
Yeah.
Boy, have I tell you. I see
Well, next year's
Shaka,
election,
Hislop,
so why-
everybody.
Well, next year's election, so...
Mm-hmm. Is it FIFA election?
Yeah, next year's
God,
FIFA
when I said,
election.
you know, Infantino, you're out.
Yeah, go
Maybe
on,
when
go
we
on.
get rid of you, Italy gonna make a World Cup.
Yeah, oh God.
Because we make, it's 3 straight World Cup we make.
Right.
6224911. Who's in the Naughty Corner this morning? And, you know, I had to put these fellas in the Naughty Corner, boy. Whoever it is. You see the shooting in Trin City?
I hear about it. I ain't see that. The one with the British national.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hear the shots. But
Nice a hit.
It,
Morning. Who's in the Naughty Corner this morning? Oh God, we lost.
maybe for some land and all. Maybe
Yeah.
for that same house and all.
Well, let me tell you something, eh? I saw that video, Them fellas pull up in that vehicle. A man jump out. He fire a few shots. Kill the woman. They jump back in the car. They drove off. This is the British national that got shot and killed in Trin City. A British national,
Right.
expect trouble.
Well,
You know when them British national and them American national and them get killed in the country.
I've seen, yeah.
So it's a 65-year-old man, you know.
God.
She was shot and killed outside a Trin City home on Sunday. The deceased has been identified as Elaine McWan.
I'll show you some lancing or something going on there.
I'm telling you, boys, some kind of thing because that's a hit. Anybody who see that video, all you know that's a hit. Alright? That is a hit. And then you have a Canopia security guard stabbed to death. Alright? About 500 meters away from a police station. No! Hold that too. I see the murder told you had 198 boy ex-boy.
Well, it's more than last year.
No, less.
They would have said it was more.
Well, no, 2 less.
Oh, okay. Well, come to less, man. Come on.
It was 225 at this time.
Okay.
200. You could imagine that? My goodness. All right, who's in the naughty corner, people? 622-4911. Give us a call and let us know who you got. Because it's all about Trump in the paper this morning. But I had to put the passport office for you. I almost forget him. To the passport office. You hear what's going on with the passports, right?
Well, yeah, they want to go to the e-passport. But let me just read out what the e-passport is. It's transferring of its passport system from traditional machine-readable booklets to modern e-passport featuring embedded biometric microchips. They upgraded management by the Ministry of National Security and to enhance border patrol, right? Now, how the e-passport system works, they have biometric storage, chip securely, stores with your demographic, your details, your digital photograph, your digital
caller.
and so on. Your ICOA compliance and enhanced security. The data is locked using public key information, making the documentation virtually impossible to clone or forge.
Wow. Hello, good morning. Who's in the naughty corner this morning?
Yes, I again. Ashton Ford for calling Penny a dictator.
Oh, God.
She only paid like a dictator. I wonder what we thought about Rowley.
Ashton Ford said that about Penny?
Yeah.
He called her a dictator?
Yeah, he said 3 of them only joining up to be a dictator kind of flavor.
What?
Yeah, kind of shipping us. Yeah.
Morning.
Yes, I would like to put Trump in the naughty corner because Trump in America will be hosting the 58 World Cup and Trump will not be there anymore.
Alright, man, no problem. Oh, God, the Trumpster. Hello, good morning. Who's in the naughty corner this morning? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning. Who's in the naughty corner this morning?
I would like to put Lennox Smith in the naughty corner.
All right.
Because I want to know how come he don't know of Canada, those people living in squalid condition.
Where?
Yes, he just campaigned up there.
How you mean he don't know? I don't understand.
How you mean he don't know? What gave you the impression he don't know?
Because how come he never come out and highlight it?
Oh, he has been highlighting. You ever heard about Love? You ever heard about Love Party?
Yes, he loves rocket.
Love and Tell for virtual enrichment and so on. You know about that, right?
But he never show us that place on Canada, how it's in this dilapidated
Yeah, but he has been talking about all over George Street, Port of Spain, up on John and all these places. He's been talking about that for years, not now. He doing this. I just trying to understand.
Yeah.
It's years he doing this.
Darling, but we'll give
this is
little,
not now.
I'll give him a little boomsy bit.
All right. You get that. Lennox.
He get a
boomsy beater. Yeah.
Morning. Who's in the naughty corner this morning?
Hello, good morning. Stephan X and political Donald Trump is in my naughty corner. Political Donald Trump. You all are in my naughty corner.
Well, all right.
Why?
But I don't know why.
You all are in my naughty corner.
Why?
Well, all right. No, but I don't know why.
But tell you why.
Because yesterday I called in and I cited the New York Times article and you guys totally ignore the fact. And here you all now have to come to admit it.
No,
you all come to admit it. And I told you, Stephan, how was that the conversation that I asked you about the political interference by the former prime minister, and they said yes, it was political interference, and this is the exact same thing. Now what went on now with your guys? Have a pleasant morning. Your guys. Have a pleasant morning.
No problem. All right.
Take it front.
We could take that. Hello, good morning.
You're about to leave, but he was correct.
No, but he was correct. He was correct yesterday. But we correct our wrongs today. But nevertheless, morning. I hope he could correct his wrongs when the time come. Morning.
Look, just shrink your room and get out my face, eh? There's somebody else talking to you. Morning, gentlemen.
Morning. Wilson!
Right? No, I heard some CEO, former CEO, or somebody who was in charge, was taking money and they come and they fire them. Good work, Barry.
Right.
Now, without somebody there still. And I want to know a man who does take all them booklets from me and make sure the children and beat them go to school. Children in Tobago, we have bought some booklets for one in Tobago, he going college now. And the East Indian lady in Gandhi, which I will take her booklets too, together with my sister, Shoma Wilson.
Right.
So when Flexible Limited had to pay money to somebody, master, to get his payment over a year now, the man crying. If you hear that East Indian man, he cries, he said, Anderson, I was telling you, don't talk about it on radio. But those at Wassa who need to pay Flexible Limited, I mean, the man is the only water truck that goes into over.
Right.
Well, I heard some white truck that they want to go here, they can't go there. I mean, Flexible Limited, into no politics.
Yeah.
Those are Wassa. Not you alone, you know, the rubber shop company, James Henry rubber shop company. Oh, God, our corporation, whoever in that region to pay the rubbish truck and them man to the removal of rubbish.
All right. But
to detain them, and I wanted to put them the knee long too.
Yeah, with 2 bricks in the hand.
About pay the man.
With 2 bricks in the hand and a grater. With 2 bricks in the hand. And then put back the skip on the back road. Put a Dana Gordon Griffith. Put back the skip on the back road.
We want back
Put back the skip on the back road.
We want it back.
There's 7 foot of rubbish back up there right now when rain comes.
What?
7 foot of rubbish on both sides.
Nah, man. Can't be 7 feet. Can't be 7 feet.
Old pampers in the road and I'm morning. I'm down and I'm eating the train pampers and all kind of thing.
I'm putting in my head, man.
Adana Gordon Griffith, put back the skip on the back road. What is going on with you?
Don't say that, man. Oh, gosh, man. No, don't say that.
What's going on with Shiva? Nothing going on now.
You know, we had a little.
All of a sudden, we stop get skip. All the years, I know. It had 2 skip there.
I don't get PM all this over. The PM being naughty boy.
What she do?
No, the PM being naughty. She'll get a little BB. She'll get a little BB. Yeah. Watch your picture.
She looked non-concerned.
Watch your picture.
She looked unconcerned.
You see how she's smiling nice with me and Burnett?
Yeah.
Burnett is the one who goes up for the secretariat, right? So,
and she sat right next to she,
she actually pulled out to the front and take picture and take. Go and watch the video. She was on stage. She
a master stroke, you know. She know how to do it, you know.
She was on stage, right? So she pull Auntie Mia and she hold Auntie Mia's hand so
right.
And then Barnett no Barnett sorry Carla Barnett, Dr. Carla Barnett no. Remember she's the one
she opposed to
she opposed to and he said the controversy. So Carla Barnett right on the stage she come and she said come to the front and she hold 2 of them hands so and she's smiling whatever. But here it is. While Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Bissessa smiled for photographs and exchanged pleasantries with CARICOM Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett in St. Lucia, the Prime Minister remained steadfast in her position
You
that
have to
Barnett's
go.
reappointment
You have to go.
was unconstitutional and should be referred to the CCJ for an advisory opinion. Oh, God. Take a little bubsy.
Take a minute. Take a
Just a
minute.
little bubsy. Because he smiled as he went at the... If I want to be honest, if you go and you watch our video, right? If you go and you watch our video, right? And you're watching video and you see how she pulled Mia so and she talking with me and she said no you're gonna and then she went through about 2 people to pull Barnett hand and pull Barnett to the front and hold 2 of them hand and smile so and then tell it well I still find it unconstitutional.
Time for it to go.
It's time for it to go. You understand what I'm saying? Oh gosh boy. I tell you, watch your picture.
She a master stroke, you know. She a boss. She a boss.
Watch her picture, boy. Oh, gosh, boy.
And they make sure they take it out at the right time, innit?
Yes, boy.
At the right time, innit?
Yes.
The other day, the head of the same place, you know. He talking and throwing jabs at Kamala, and the cameraman only stringing that camera
I see it. You know who post it? You know I see it? Randall Mitchell post it.
Yeah, you get that from Dari Dinesh Bunal or someone. One of them clung on them from the pair them now. You was?
Yeah, but what he was saying, right? What Drew was saying is that
it wasn't Drew.
It wasn't Drew?
No.
It wasn't Saint Lucia Prime. It wasn't
no.
Who it was?
Somebody else, but it wasn't Drew.
Alright, but what I was saying is that they were just talking about certain things and that we have CARICOM has never made any gains through headlines in the papers, and they should have the discussions in private, and the dirty clothes mustn't be aired in public then.
Right, okay.
All right? But me have no problem with that, you know, partner, man. Me have no problem with that. But, yeah, what, man? I don't mean the song like DJT, eh? Right? With NATO, no?
Right.
All let's start to pay all your fair share, though. Right? But all let's start to pay all your fair share, they don't like a dictate that piece, sir. You understand what I'm saying? And it come down to that. How much money we just put in CARICOM again?
The biggest set.
We just put it right. So just like how America is the biggest donors to NATO.
To NATO, yeah.
Right? And even others, they pull out our WHO during the 2020 under the Trumpster. I don't know if they have returned, right? But I don't think so because the same man is the president, right? The same madman, right? That caused the whole world to lock up the door and hide themselves now. Right? But they put in the most money.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but he or she that puts in the most money.
He who plays the pipe and plays the tune.
That's right. So if all they put in way less, then who you want to have this say?
Yeah, sort of.
You understand?
The rest of you.
Yeah, exactly. So all they keep taking turns. this kind of merry-go-round way they have. Well, everybody go get a turn to cheer. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody gotta get a turn. It's like there's a problem with West Indies cricket. Everybody gotta get a turn.
Yep.
Right? And the right players isn't getting picked. You dig where I'm coming from? But I mean, CARICOM, come on. All they are wrong. How long CARICOM are wrong now?
50 years.
All right. Where's the inter-island ferry service? Now, I heard the Prime Minister said that they were going to talk on that, eh? A ferry service. I don't know if she's thinking about doing it, creating an inter-island ferry service, which I think would be very beneficial to Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean on the whole.
Yeah, but you do it back and all to get a vessel, all kind of mad thing. All kind of mad thing.
But it would because...
We still can't find Bridgeman.
You...
We still can't find Bridgeman. So where we get this vessel from? We still can't find Bridgeman. We going up there, the place look up tight.
It was like crap or something there. Some old building crap or something. So we don't get a bush going in here.
All in England, yes, the office lock up tight.
Yes, boy. Can't find Bridgeman, boy.
Up to now, we can't figure out who the Bridgeman is.
Can't figure out who Bridgeman is, boy.
Imagine that, eh? in this day of technology, you can't find out who's Bridgeman. Life on here.
Hey, yo, I tell you, boy, this place is really, really accommodating. Not accommodating, you know. These are comedy errors, boy, X boy.
We don't know who the hell is Bridgman up to now.
No, we really no. See, we never find out who that was in Trinidad.
No, never. And that was a big thing.
That was big, boy. I remember covering that, boy.
Back in the boats and all kind of mad.
Interesting, was Mark Bassan did a report, not so? The same Mark.
Thinks.
Yeah, the same Mark that had TV6 paying out 350,000.
Well, he had to pay too.
He had to pay some of that too?
Yes, the challenge.
I thought the media house paying that.
No, both of them had to pay.
That's why I ain't seen him.
Both of them had to pay.
God, but I ain't seen him. You know, he's come down the road and play little bets and thing. He like the football betting.
Yeah.
Sports betting. He's play sports betting.
Okay. Well, he had to pay some of that money too.
Well, I hope he win a bet.
I hope he appeal.
I hope he win a bet.
I hope he appeal.
Well, he could appeal, but I just saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm tell you
it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm going to take this call. Hello, morning.
Hello, good morning. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, man.
Very, very interested program indeed. You're all touching on partly everything. But something I hear, I don't know if I was off or they still spoke about it already.
Listen.
It's about that incident that occurred over the weekend in the Queen's Park, Savannah.
With Silver Stars?
I think it's some barn launch.
With Silver Stars, yeah, we spoke about it yesterday.
And thing and a video circulating.
Yes.
Young children. Because, you know, most of the bands now is more like school children and young people.
Well, they have the young bands and the old bands.
Something like that should have never occurred. There's a breakdown in communication. Because if the police get whatever license they grant them to keep this event, and they had a lot of police there, why it is that the organizers, knowing that they will get a cut-off time, if it's at 2 a.m., go and tell the young, exuberant young people who playing there that is it. We had to stop.
But just pause it. It seems like as though
you see young children.
Yeah, it seems as though that
and screaming and getting on with the police.
It seems as though that there was a postage management.
Should have never occurred. Well, and it must be investigated. It must be investigated.
It seems as though.
So that nothing like this must happen again.
Okay.
Because that is a shame on the police behavior and a shame on the pan. Really, really disrespectful.
All right.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
No problem.
We touched on that yesterday.
We touched on that yesterday. Today, I saw that Pantran President Beverly Ramsey Moore.
was outside the station yesterday.
Right, and she threw support behind Silver Stars and the players, right?
Yeah.
But Ramsey Moore trying to understand. Now, in the whole article that I read, I don't know, maybe I missed it. There was no added information as to what actually occurred.
You don't hear nothing properly in the papers. It's just a half-baked report.
We don't even know what caused it to happen. So, yesterday we mentioned
they were saying at the end of the coming off of the stage, they was accosted by a police officer.
Right, but
who tell them they can't cut off the music kind of thing.
Right.
So it seems as though there's a stage management issue that needs to be managed. That's the issue here.
Right. No, but hold on.
Of some kind, because something is not being communicated correctly between the players and the event organizers and the national security apparatus of the day.
Right, but here's the thing. Ramsey Moore jumped out and she gave support to Silver Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Citing that somebody is trying to take us back to when police and panmen used to clash. Listen, Ramsey Moore, hold on.
God, easy up with that now, man.
Easy up with that. We're not going that. We're not.
Easy
I don't think anybody's trying to do
Moore.
that.
What going on with you?
I don't think if you read it, you would laugh. It's like reading the comic strip. So I'm saying when I see that she spoke,
take long time.
I was
in the kerchief in the back pocket.
You understand? She said we will not go back there, and she gave just this whole rhetoric that really not suitable or doesn't suit the actual situation.
Or she was putting it in such a way to invoke certain things with certain people. Because you have to remember, when these officials talk, they talk to different groups and send different messages to different people. They don't just talk just like that, eh? And she's talking, but she's not a politician. But she's a politician.
But the way that she spoke, but she didn't say what caused it. Because outside the police station, when the people in the media come to ask her question, well, say what caused it now. We don't know what caused it. We don't know. We don't know what triggered the whole controversy.
You say take somebody's sticks and it throw on the pan
and all kind of thing.
All kind of thing going.
I don't know if it was a situation where it was plainclothes police and they did not identify themselves.
So all our information is important because you can't come to me with no
plainclothes and say use police and say
you're a badge.
Playing me and taking you on.
You're a big badge.
Yeah.
You
gotta show me. You gotta identify yourself properly.
Yeah. And take it from there.
Right? So you do not take people instruments and kick it on and that.
How you feel about that?
Yeah, that will cause some serious pushback.
Yeah.
Right? You don't do those things. Right? If within the whole exchange between the players and the police, that the police snatch the player's sticks and throw it to the ground and kick down the drum set or wherever it was. The police wrong for that. Right? Because all of that would not have been called for. Right? So, but we don't know. You see, we don't know. The police ain't saying nothing. Silver Stars has not issued a statement on it. And neither has Tribe.
Right.
Because this was Tribe and launch. So we've had no information coming out from any one of them.
Right.
So we in the dark. All we have is a little video with the melee taking place, but it does not say or it does not show what started it and what triggered those events.
The events that took place. Yeah,
so we had to hold on and hold on. We had to hold on and wait as it relates to that. All right. We got the 10:30 play with draw. After the draw, we're going to take in some voice notes here, and we're going to continue to take your calls on several different topics. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Playway. Good luck. Andy say like 6.
And presided over by the National Lotteries Control Board. Good luck, everyone.
Good morning. Welcome to the NLCB's 10:30 a.m. draw for Tuesday, 7th July, 2026. Let's begin with our Playway draw.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Bruh, you know, I have a bone to pick with you, You still supporting that side, yeah?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive Home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage.
Just don't get up all in my space. I'll be back. Alright? Alright, people all up in my space. You know. See that thing Nadia about since saying about in your space and only in your space, and I know what space she probably talking about, but anyhow. Alright. So we back.
It is very interesting. Trinidad and Tobago is a lovely place to be in.
Trinidad and Tobago alone? The world?
Trinidad and Tobago is a lovely place to be in.
Well, brother man.
You know how you just hear everybody that's taking this space, basically. Everybody taking the space and holding the corner. So it's just a hodgepodge of... As I used to tell my son when he was younger, I used to tell him, anytime you read something, always research it. And the first thing you start by doing is reading who is the author. Right? Because most likely an author would have a slant as to how they put it across things for you to read. Right? And according to who is the author and whatever, the credibility of the author, all that sort of stuff, you need to know who they are and be able to discern what it is telling you. Because in every piece of lie there's a piece of truth, right? So it has to be any piece and cues right through, and don't take things for face value. You have Google now, when you're arguing in your by the urinal, and when you sit down drinking and all kind of thing, you have Google now that you could research stuff. You see that just now there? I got my stuff from Google just now in terms of
e-passport.
The e-passport. I get my stuff from DeepSeek. I get my stuff from ChatGPT just to verify. Some of it I know already, but I verify my stuff by sources so that you can properly articulate what you are saying. Because these people in them out here, I don't know, they're just running up their mouth.
Well, it's interesting here, I turned to page 8 in the Express this morning.
Yeah.
Because in the Guardian, they ran an article stating that, there was the passport stock was running low.
Right.
But in the Express it says, Alexander denies passport stock running low. 3 vendors interested in providing e-passports. Minister of Homeland Security, Roger Alexander, said Trinidad and Tobago will transition from machine-readable passports to e-passports. The minister also made it clear that no company would be allowed to hold the ministry to ransom and that going forward, there would be value for money and greater efficiency in the procurement of goods and services. He went on to say under the PNM administration, certain immigration service providers would have necktied the immigration department and systems in a noose. So they will decide when the immigration department can or cannot breathe, as they supplied services at a cost when compared to the other suppliers that was of no benefit to the country and its people. This government will not allow anyone to hold the country to ransom, as the backup plans have already been engaged. Alexander refuted claims that passport processing was being intentionally slowed because the ministry was running low on its stock of machine-readable passports. He said he inherited the entire process in disarray and recalled that investigations were continuing into allegations of corruption involving passport appointments as well as applications for work permits and residency in Trinidad and Tobago. The minister said that in keeping with the procurement process, the ministry would proceed with the introduction of e-passports, disclosing that 3 vendors have already submitted expressions of interest in response to advertisements. Right? He said he went on to say that digitizing the passport services and introducing e-passports would strengthen national security and enhance data sharing both regionally and internationally. What say you?
Well, it sounds plausible to me.
Look, we've moved
I'm not
from...
I can really comment on that per se.
We moved from the... but I just showed you the stark difference in the 2 reports.
Well...
Because the report coming out from Guardian Media said something else.
Since after our first stint here in January, I have had no confidence in the papers and the journalism that brings forth today.
Right.
Because we have found 8 instances where the stories are skewed in a certain direction and a certain narrative to invoke certain things to happen to follow on after that.
Right.
Right. So I don't have much confidence in the dailies. I listen, I take what I've heard, and then I go and research when I get a free time to find out if this story is accurate. And most times the stories are skewed to provoke a certain action. So I am just cool.
I made the comparison in the context of what you said about the author.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And things like that now, because we know that has happened in media. Some people may not want to admit it, but it does happen.
But how you can have Asha Javid is McGill, right? But she's
Serious?
also that McGill. No, that McGill. She a good soul from ever since back then in the Facebook days and wherever, right? But she's also the common law girlfriend of one of the biggest the former prime minister, right? And
one wet soup said that.
And on top of that, she's the chief editor, chief political investigator of all stories that go through GML. So that alone tells you where her integrity lies as a journalist,
right?
In terms of political stories and whatever, right? That Anna Ramdas, that other people, Doris Polo is very Well,
No,
I don't want to say she is.
Surprised me.
I don't want to say she's not political, but I would say that she tries to bring a balanced view most times. Anything, but I don't know how personal.
You know what surprised me?
Uh-huh.
People. You know when I know. You know when I lose all confidence in international media, local media, everything? During the pandemic.
Well, during the pandemic, but that was
Right?
a kind of unknown, so I would
No,
give
yeah,
them
but
that.
no. But during the pandemic, media was pushing agendas because they were paid to do so.
Well,
Now
yeah.
we always know that media houses make money,
Right.
and they get money from, they get government money too, right? And based on that kind of government money that they get, they're not. Listen, you see objectivity and thing, throw that in a dustbin. It don't exist. It never existed. The perception of objectivity existed.
Yeah, but where we get most of our story from, we get it from the traditional media mostly, up to a certain point. Up to a certain years ago, we used to get all our information from the papers, right?
Right.
Around 2006, 2007 is when things started to change with the advent of Facebook and within that TikTok.
Social media did change the dynamic to a great
It
extent.
had TikTok, it had all them things and them first.
Social media did do that.
But Facebook came out and started to build a momentum, a snowball, and started to get into to other aspects of human life.
And people started to get the news on social media.
Started to get their news from social media, and they go nowhere else, and they get all the. But you get news from social media, but you get a lot of skewed news based on the author.
Yeah, but you get the same thing in the conventional media.
But you get the same thing in the conventional media, which is where you're supposed to be getting balanced information of some sort, or at least doing some investigation on your stories.
Look at America. CNN, MSNBC, Democrat.
Well, you would have your
Fox, Republican.
Right, and that's where you're taking your news from.
So I take it from both sources and it makes sense of it. Try and make sense of the story, right?
What Al Jazeera?
Well, I don't. They interview a red man down here that made no sense, right? So I wouldn't even give them no credibility right now. But what I'm saying is, I lose confidence during that pandemic when I saw it because I doing a morning program at the time, and I was the only person in Trinidad and Tobago at the time. Others came on after, but from the word go, I was telling people it's a pandemic. This is fake. There was nothing to hide from, right? And I was doing my own research. My father was had every comorbidity you could think about.
Yeah.
So if anybody would want to be in fear and be cautious because I might come home and get my father sick and kill him, would that be me, right? And I was outside doing my thing and I was investigating on all the information that was coming with all the press conference, everything. But the international media is where local media will sell out for anything, right? They will sell their soul for anything, and I make no apologies for making that statement.
Well, but you have to look at it in this context because they are the only media house controlled by a very small percentage of the population and own everything.
Right.
So they will skew stories based on those
to suit the agenda.
To suit the agenda.
Right.
This is what it is.
Interest and ideology. Come back to
Right,
that.
right.
No, my thing is, I was looking at during the pandemic and I was seeing protest action taking place all over the world.
Right.
And the only place you were seeing it was social media and the media wasn't reporting it.
Right.
They was reporting all of the fear mongering. Right? But all through Europe and all them other countries and things, you were seeing mass protests and people all in the streets marching and things. And you wasn't seeing that reporting. How you could tell me, right, that you have all of that going on all over the world and that wasn't news?
Well, the other day when they took the trucks, the farmers and them took the trucks and them and went and dropped material all in front of them them buildings, them key buildings and them all over the world. That was a story.
That was a story too, yeah.
You know, so it has happened. I know that I keep going back to this story, right? England had rats the other day, just about a couple of years ago. And they were able to sit down with, and this is what has get me with locals here.
Yeah.
They see these things happening, and like I don't know if they have a vision as to what it should be like or whatever. Like in England and Canada, you can't go and put on a crime in Canada in the tongue and get out of tongue. Very, very rare.
Yeah.
Because they have procedures that lock down the city.
Right.
Right? They know where the cars are, they know where everything is. So to get out of to plan a robbery in those areas, you have to be real good.
That'd be real good.
England had the riots the other day. Man turning over a car. Man throwing bomb inside man's shop. Man doing all kind of mad thing. Right? The police were able to sit down on a desk, a long desk, with X amount of computers, X amount of pilots, X amount of people who investigators and whatever. And they identified everybody in 2 weeks' time. All of them were before the courts.
Right.
They either pay the fine or they make the jail based on the infraction, who pelled this way, who start a riot here, wherever the case may be. And CCTV footage was able to give them that advantage. Right? So that's why I keep saying, I don't know if we thinking about what the hell needs to be done in Trinidad and Tobago, but things like that, CCTV footage is what works in all what do you call it? Metropolitan. I don't get problem saying certain words, right? Because I'm a stroke. Eh? Although don't feel I don't know the word, that's not the word, but I get problem saying it sometime, right? The metropolitan areas have CCTV footage all over the place. So you could see when a man come out of a building, piece together a timeline, know who was doing what, who planned the bomb here, wherever. CCTV footage is the way to go. I don't know where we are with our CCTV footage. I don't know where we are with our AFIS, because the two machines, one in West End and one in Aruka, have books piled up on it.
Well,
because they're not working.
I just wanna say, right? I know you're talking about the security thing, but on the media and the reporting, right? You think we could be trusted?
I'll take this question.
You think I asking you?
When they say we could be trusted?
We, us, two of us, right here. Stay down right now.
I think we are very credible. Why?
You think we're credible?
Yes, at least I think so. I could be tooted more on horn, but I think so.
Okay. I think I'm credible.
Right.
Right, because, I mean, I will still point out certain things that I'm not happy with.
Right.
You just went down a whole road with that, with the security and crime.
Right.
And things like that, right?
Mm.
And then you have people who will just defend for defending sake, because they're loyal and they're deeply they're deep into the politics and the party that they support.
Right.
Right? And all right, we could sit down here and we could discuss this, right?
Mm.
So you think you'd have other reporters like us?
I have one or two, yeah.
One or two.
Yeah.
But we could both agree that everybody decided to vote at the end of the day, right? Everybody's cast a vote at the end of the day.
Yes, yeah.
And we could all agree that everybody have a bias, right?
Right. And I had to state mine up front.
Right. We both have stated ours up front, right?
But that does not mean
that
I wouldn't say things
that we
from
go
time
put up,
to time
yeah,
I mean, we would reasonably tolerated.
I believe I believe that constructive criticism is the best form of criticism, instead of having yes people next year.
Well, I would take it as how to put it, as part of the course, in terms of how we deliver. Our program is a different kind of program, and I believe that it will stand out to the test of time. It will stand out because we are credible enough, right? Although I am an independent UNC,
but we open
I am not a madman, and if things are looking good, I will say it's not looking good.
Not looking good, yeah.
Right? But I'm not going to be how to put it, a single fan kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be a single fan. No time, no how.
Right.
But I am an unrepentant UNC.
But I expect the reason why I talk about constructive criticism as we're talking on this topic, I expect that our audience, right, regardless of whatever whoever they're politically affiliated to,
right,
would be fair.
Right. Fear is what I asked for. Fear is what I asked for.
Right? I just asking for fear. FAIR. right?
Yeah.
Not FEAR. Okay? So I ask for fairness. The same way that you ask for fairness from us is the same way I expect my audience to be fair.
Right.
And I do expect our audience, even if they support the government, if you are not happy with something, don't afraid to say it.
Well, that's how it's supposed to
Right?
be. That's how it's supposed to be.
Because
not
we are
sycophantic way that everything is the best.
No,
everything
exactly.
Everything is reverse.
We
reverse our honey in it.
Oh God, no.
No,
Honey
don't-
flowing,
don't-
man. No.
Don't do we that.
No.
Don't do we that.
Honey is a fructose. Not good for you. All right. So, no, but I mean, Stanley Augustus is here. It was than sugar. All right. So it's a fructose. No, but listen, I'm just saying this because I know, right, that we just come and we try to be as fair as possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also know in reading those two reports that there are media that is not.
Well, we are.
This to me is a more balanced report in the Express on the passport issue.
Well, my jury's still out on that.
But if you read Guardian
My
report,
jury-
you'll see what I'm telling you. That the Express
Well,
report
it's
is more balanced.
It's two conflicting reports, and,
Yeah.
and Express may be more balanced and whatever. But at the end of the day, we still have to discern what is right, and we don't have all the information most times.
And then the other thing is, well, we get into, all right, we have the 11 o'clock news. We have Stanley Augustus. The other thing is, the small group that own everything, right?
Yeah.
They own the media too, eh?
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. All three of them own media.
And it appears that they're going after them if they are in wrong thing.
Right. If they're
Right.
wrongdoing and name
So,
of the call.
You're coming after me and I own the media.
Right.
I own media, so you know there's going to be a pushback.
Right.
And people will have to now work out what is being skewed as opposed to what is the truth.
The truth, yeah.
And well, that might be hard to find. But anyway, Stanley Augustus is here. We have a live reading of your 11 o'clock news, people. Exciting times. Exciting times.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan and Mr X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Bruh, you know, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final bar.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
Some stories are written in books. Others live in the hearts and memories of a people. One of Tobago's most famous folk legends is that of Gangang Sara, a mysterious African woman said to have flown across the Atlantic and settled in the village of Golden Lane. According to the legend, she possessed the power of flight, but after living in Tobago and eating salt, she lost her ability to return home. Her story has been passed down through generations and remains one of the island's most treasured pieces of folklore. During the Tobago Heritage Festival, visitors gather in Golden Lane to hear the tale brought to life through storytelling and cultural presentations. It is a reminder that heritage is not only found in historical records, but also in the stories people share from one generation to the next. This is Tobago's oral tradition at its finest, and in 2026, Tobago invites you to hear it for yourself.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago,
we want
a
to remind
new
you that the chance,
conversation begins.
tension, and of course celebrations, heartbreak. This is what the finals are all about. Digicel and TTT Limited Media Network present Game On, the finale, the ultimate football watch party experience. So you can join us Sunday, July the 19th, 1 p.m. at the Mecca, 11A Marval Road, Newtown. Huge screens, giveaways, entertainment, a premium bar, and unbeatable football vibes. Admission is free. Get your access pass via Island tickets. No coolers or glass bottles allowed. And for more details, you could stay locked into the Trinidad and Tobago, the TTT Limited Media Network, Suite 100.1, 99.1 Next, and of course 91.1 FM Talk City. And do not forget that this weekend, TTT is serving up even more great entertainment. Christmas lovers, we haven't forgotten you. It's Christmas in July, all month long on TTT and TTT.live/stream. Enjoy heartwarming Christmas movies all weekend from Friday straight through to Sunday. So whenever you're ready for a break from the football action, we've got just what you're looking for. Christmas in July on TTT and TTT.live/stream. All right, so make sure and check us out there. So we got some voice notes here. You want to take a listen to some of them?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Let me go. We have a few voice notes here, and we're going to open the phone line after we take a listen to these voice notes here. All right.
Morning, everybody. Yes, I'm glad you're on this topic. And for a long time, I've been saying that race, as we perceive it, well, some people do, is not real. And I've given two explanations. One is the Human Genome Project. And that's what you are reading out there, Stephen. Back in the 90s, we mapped the human genome. It took $1 billion in 10 years. And after that, people, hundreds, thousands of university students would then take that mapping and conduct studies on them to come up with the conclusions you reading out there as if they go like ice cream or not, right? But long before the Human Genome Project, humanity identified itself as Homo sapiens sapien. That literally means the thinking ape in Latin, right? It means that what separates us from the animal kingdom as a separate species is our ability to think, our level of cognition, of sentience, and our ability to think. And if your argument is because of the way you look, you have more or less ability to think, then that is race. That would be that. But I would like to think that that is not true. All right? Unless somebody out here is willing to say just because the way you look is stupid or eye smart, well, go right ahead. Do that. But I don't think it's true. But what you all talking about earlier regarding the fact that, so Stephen identified he has family or lineage from Portugal. Well, I identified that I had lineage from Scotland. And if you look at me, you'll not see Scottish at all. And then Stephen read out part of the genealogy of his cousin there. And he used some interesting words. He used the word Andalusian, right? And he mentioned Portugal, he mentioned Spain, Catalan. So the Arabic word for the Iberian Peninsula, go Google that, right? There's a geographical area called the Iberian Peninsula. This is where modern day Spain and Portugal sits. But the Arabic word for the Iberian Peninsula was Andalusia. Okay? Because Arabs once ruled the Iberian Peninsula. And this is why your cousin may have a lot of African genes, because the Arabs used to use African slaves long before the Europeans. So I've often used this as a reference point. Go Google people, the Zanj Rebellion. This is where Africans who had been enslaved in Iraq, modern day Iraq, a place called Basra, rebelled 200 years after the slave trade began. We're talking about in the year 800 and something that this rebellion happened. This is long before even England existed. So there's proof of a lot of things. But I'm going to the next one for that one.
Okay.
So nobody here again. So we have been sold here in the Caribbean, and you better believe there are race hustlers, because we're talking race here. There are race hustlers who would ride this wave and try to ensure that you do not know this and try to use your anger. They would point your finger at somebody to be angry for your current situation, meaning you have been a victim of slavery. What they won't tell you is that every single civilization that could have done slavery did it. Right? And the proof is in what Stephen talked about this morning. Because about 1,000 years before Britain started using slaves in the West Indies, Arabs are using slaves in the Middle East and even in what we call Europe today as Spain, because they ruled that part of the world. Right? Andalusia, don't believe me. All right? But what you're talking about there is proven and will continue to have an effect on is that when you're identifying people, and people want to use region to identify people. So Chinese, they call somebody Chinese because they look like the people in China. And they want to call people African because they look like the people in Africa. But that is a feature of, until about 1,000 years ago, or maybe even a little more, humanity was isolated into his regions, okay? Because we did not have the technology to leave where we were. So those technologies became sailing ships originally, but now we have airplanes, whereby any human could be anywhere on the planet in a matter of hours. So the concept of race as we know it, where you want to create a grouping for somebody based on a region, right? That is going to continue to disintegrate as time goes by, because you're going to get an uncontrolled mixing of populations well into the future, and eventually you're going to get vast majority of humanity will be like Stephen's cousin, right? So even if you want to hold on to the concept of race now, eventually you will have to abandon it. Globalization is the healing of the nation.
Pleasant good morning, Mr. X and Stephan. Well, my real issue is with concerning the incident that took place with the PAN and all these other different officers, and only thing I kind of a little disappointed for is that again, that is the the national instrument, and it should be addressed a little more with a little more kind of dignity.
Okay.
I was a little disappointed and thing, only because one of the main reasons too is that now we have this symbol now of the pan on the coat of arms. So I mean, the kind of disrespect to the point where we even have the Trinidad and Tobago flag on the floor and walking on it. That is a big no. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So they should have assessed the situation and kind of address it a little more in a more dignified way. Instead of this dark purple with the pan and all that thing. So that's the thing. I'm kind of disappointed that the TPPS and them should have just hold their end and just protect it as part of the icon of the country now, being the instrument of the national instrument and all these things that goes with it, So that was my just little disappointment based on that. Now it's on the coat of arms and, we should pay more attention to it and treat it with a little more respect. That's just my humble opinion.
I agree with that. I agree.
Good morning again. Stefan, this is one for you. Yeah, you're absolutely right. With the new technology that they have now, I guess we should say that is for, the human error to fix it. But what I noticed is that some of the players and them was asking for the technology to show where the problem might lie or the incident might take place, and the referee himself is refusing to go to the camera,
exactly.
to the playback, I should say. So again, the referee is controlling the narrative in the whole game, and maybe sometimes it's look biased. So some of the game look biased to me, favoring one side. So I guess this thing will never stop, in my humble opinion. All right, blessings.
Yep. And that's another thing there too, We have one more.
But again, so on the red card thing, you see, I know very little about football, but I would like to think I know a lot about international politics. And I think this is an incident of international politics because war can be carried on in battlefield, in politics, and if they can't win there, they carry it out in sport. Because he had a call yesterday, and he's like, you don't like Trump because Trump does do what he wants, and he's breaching the international norms, and da. Yes, he does. And that's the problem that the rest of the world is having, especially China, because China has used the international norms, the way how the whole globalization thing as its weapon, right? Because you would engage in all manner of incorrect and illegal activity according to the WTO, the World Trade Organization, the rules that are based there. But when somebody brings a resolution against China around these WTO violations, China would then use its majority votes in the UN by capturing a lot of small countries, especially little island states right here in the Caribbean and elsewhere. Right. They capture those governments. Belt and Road Initiative, my foot. Right? It's all about soft power, capturing governments so that you can have votes in the United Nations to defeat resolutions. Right? Dirty game. And everybody else was expected to play along. Well, he did it. They did it to the UN. So what are we to do? In come Donald John Trump. Daddy came home, pull off his belt, and he's not afraid to spank, right? You all want to maneuver politically and do all these fancy things in the UN? Well, I will do some crazy stuff out here, and you're all not going to like it. But one good turn deserves another. So this situation, everybody knows what happened with the first game. And the tackle, identical tackle, right? One got waved on. It wasn't even a foul, a normal foul. It wasn't a yellow card. Waved on.
No nothing.
This one, because it's an American player, because the Americans are doing well, and because they are political forces who want to, cannot stomach or allow the United States of America to win this World Cup or even do well. They got a referee who has a history. He has some question marks over his head. You use a referee to do this thing. And you expect Donald John Trump to do nothing about it? You expect to play dirty and he play clean? No. And he knows that. And they know that. And they're going to muster and ruffle everybody feathers out here that, he's doing something wrong. He don't care.
Exactly.
He don't care.
That's the difference.
One good turn deserves another, and one bad turn deserves another. And he ain't afraid to turn bad.
No, but listen, he don't care. That's why they don't like him, because he don't care.
Man pull off his belt and play Mami Wushu.
You understand? the man don't sugarcoat nothing, and he's going to do what he had to do very straightforward. And he ain't going to sidestep it. He didn't have to come in a press conference yesterday. To the caller that called in and Powini not the corner. Up to yesterday, at the time, the only thing I saw was him put out the Twitter. Right?
Alright.
God, he said the New York Times reported and whatever, but I know the New York Times has reported wrong in the past, right? Especially when it come to him. So I said, look, at this point in time, all I have in front of me that I know for sure is that tweet. Yeah. So it was during the course of the day yesterday, because I was even telling fellas on the I said, boy, the man never make no call, boy. You understand? Because being the egomaniac that he is, he would have put it in the tweet. After speaking to FIFA, he don't want credit for it. Yeah. So he come now in the press conference, he can't help himself, he had to get credit for it. So he come out and he say, I talked to them. Yeah. Right? Because he had to get credit for it now. That's how he is. Because in his mind, right, how he thinks, what he's did is the right thing.
Right.
So he saw that his player was wronged. The player playing representing his country was wronged. And in his mind, I am doing the right thing.
Right.
And the other problem I had mentioned earlier, that Americans don't get the concept of football and the rules, right? They don't understand it yet. And in his explanation yesterday, you realize that he really don't understand. Because he said, I can't understand why you get a red card and you had to miss a game. You already get penalized. Why you had to miss a whole game? Because they already penalize you by asking you to leave the field and missing the rest of the game.
Right.
So you already was penalized.
Right.
So why now you're going to be penalized by missing a whole game? He didn't understand that concept. But that's how the football rules go. You get a red card, you are suspended for a game. It's part of the consequences you pay for getting a red card.
Right.
But I don't think he understands the sport fully, right? Because as far as he's concerned, as in every other American sports, you get penalized, you go and you sit down in the naughty corner, you come back, wherever the case might be there. But they don't understand the concept of this suspension, right? Because even players in the NBA, they are suspended based on flagrant fouls, things like that. But a flagrant foul will get you ejected.
Right.
But there are instances where you come back for the next game. You don't miss a game. But if a brawl break out or a fight or some level of violence, that's a whole different story, because that is about your conduct now as a sportsman or woman. And you will pay consequences to that with a little suspension and a fine. Right? But this whole thing of getting a red card and, all right, you get the red card, but when you get the red card, you have to leave the field.
Right.
So you're out of the game now because you got a red card. It's an immediate sending off.
Right.
But you also get the game ban.
Right.
And he didn't understand that concept. That why, like, he's asking the question, like, why are you get banned for a whole game? You know what I mean? Because you've already been penalized. But that's the rules of football. That's how it is. But he don't. Americans, I think a lot of Americans are now kind of. You see, in 1990, let me go back to 89, 90, right? Just for a second here. America was babies in the sport of football. They didn't really it wasn't a premium sport in the United States of America, right?
Right.
But America is now, that 1990 to now, we're talking 36 years, right? Almost 4 decades later.
Right.
The World Cup has returned to America, and you are seeing where the crowd participation in terms of the attendance and so on and so forth has improved tremendously.
Right.
So the sport of football has grown in America over the last 36 years, from 1990 to now, right?
Right.
And while we're talking about politics and what is disgraceful and the integrity of the sport, does anybody believe, right, that Trinidad and Tobago in 1989, you think we went down fairly? Or do you think there was politics involved in who would qualify in 1990? Do you think there was politics at play there? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
America wanted to host the next World Cup, but they never made it to a World Cup. So they had to make that one. So they take Trinidad players. Ask Jack about this. He could tell you. He talking about FIFA reputation and all kind of thing, right? And Jack is my boy.
Yeah.
But don't try that. Don't do that. Because we
Don't
take
sell with
our
that dream.
players and send them quite down Palaseco.
Yeah.
To have them drive up the road and all kind of thing.
Yeah.
Under the guise of fanfare. When we could have put them in a hotel right by the stadium where they would have been comfortable and they would have been, it's an easy right there to get over to the stadium.
Right.
We make this long trip to wear them out.
Right.
Right? And then a man say the sun was in the eye. Wherever.
Alabi, right?
Right? Wherever, Maurice. Yeah. Well, Alabi missed it, but anyhow. I'm just saying, every single person in Trinidad and Tobago knows that 1989, November 19th, we know that America had to make that World Cup.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And whatever strings pull for America to make that World Cup.
Abdul, bring the duffel bag.
Right. So let me don't play like it's in our politics in football.
Right.
And FIFA is above board and all kind of thing. Look, Miss me with that.
And the integrity
The
of the
integrity
sport.
of the game and the sport and all kind of thing. When we know that FIFA is a big country game.
Yep.
It's a big side game. You understand what I'm saying? Smaller nations are not treated on the same level of bigger nations. There is a bias. Maybe rightfully so. Right? Because that's the bigger nations and that's where you're gonna make your money. It's more profitable. Fine. No problem. But don't do like it in our friend and favoring and in behind going on behind the closed doors. In the way, look at you're telling me that the table and how it's set up. Everybody talk about that. How all the big team end up on one side of the table, and then it
And
only
then,
had two team on the next side.
Easy to qualify.
You understand what I'm saying? So how that happen? They say, oh, it's by the draw. Right? Come on.
By the draw.
Even my draw could be rigged. So let me not pretend like these things don't happen.
Right.
You understand? And all of a sudden they want to pretend like it don't happen. Like I say, it's how it look. It in that it was the wrong decision, you know. They review it and they corrected whatever.
Right.
But what I'm saying is they're talking about influence and political influence and everything. And fine, no problem. But if that is wrong, then you open the door now for me to point out all the wrongs. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And we could go back in history with all the wrongs that have occurred in the World Cup or in football on the whole. So it's not a perfect game. And yes, I do not agree with the interference, but still, it is what it is. It happened, and no harm, no foul per se, because Belgium rest for on them. You understand what I'm saying? America was never going further than the round of 16. Anybody that thought that had to be on heroin. Tell her acid or something.
I had to be on heroin.
Nah, you could have seen America beating Belgium. Nah, Belgium are a star-studded team, man. It's just that they are traditional underachievers.
This guy, Haaland.
Yeah,
He's a
Norway.
real bully boy.
Who, Haaland?
Yeah, boy.
But of course, when you're a forward, when you're a
6'2".
player like Haaland, you have to be a bully. You have to be intimidating.
I want a different boy.
But that's what you have to be. But he's a clown, eh? When I say he's a clong, he does get real kick something on the side, and you know.
Okay.
His personality he's a real kind of clong. You know what I mean? He's a playful fella, you know.
Okay.
He like kick something, plenty of that. You'll do little commercials and
Yeah,
things.
but it's hard to block you out, though. When he screening a ball, it's hard to get out.
It's hard. But Haaland is kind of one-dimensional. He's a one-dimensional forward.
Okay.
Right? Meaning he's a 18-yard box forward.
Okay.
He most deadly inside of there.
I'm gonna see.
Right. But you're not gonna get Haaland picking up the ball
and running with it
and running at the defense with it. You're not gonna get that. Haaland and Ian that kind of versatile kind of player. That is more like a Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
Cristiano Ronaldo is that kind of forward.
He make a play.
Yeah. And I hear these debates about Ronaldo and Messi. I mean, I prefer Messi. I think Messi is the greatest of all time.
I do think so.
You do not think so? Who you see better than Messi? Who you see better than Messi? Don't go back and tell me Pele and Maradona and them, you know.
Well, yeah.
You would go back and say that Pele and Maradona was better than Messi?
Yeah. I say enjoy Maradona.
Well, I enjoy Maradona too. But I think Messi,
especially when he was cooked up.
Well,
especially when he was cooked up.
Hey, I like that.
You didn't see warm-ups. Warm-ups are different.
Maradona is on a different planet.
Yeah.
They say Pele too. I didn't see Pele live. I see Maradona live. I never see Pele live, right? But I see Maradona live. Look at the hand of God.
Yeah, with the hand of God.
That was blatant.
Yeah. That one deserve a fat.
Ask Terry Fenwick about that. He'll tell you he was the defender in the middle of the goal between Peter Shilton and Maradona. You telling me a 5-foot man get up in the air and get his head to the ball over a keeper that going up with the hands extended? Look how you mismear that FIFA. And that stood the hand of God in Argentina win a World Cup.
Right.
You understand? We shall never win. You think where I coming from?
They won.
Right, but what I'm saying, did that not compromise the integrity of the sport?
They don't care about that.
Well, you see what I mean?
They don't care about that.
Of course not. That didn't compromise the integrity of the sport. You understand what I'm saying? So people talking about it now, but if you go back in history, the sport has been compromised a long time. And why think Maradona get away with that? Because
Maradona. Yeah.
If that was Stone John, you feel he don't get away with that? Stone John ain't getting away with that?
Nah, you get away with that.
You think Dwight York getting away with that at that time? If Dwight York was playing with Trinidad and Dwight York go up in the and handle the ball, you think Dwight York getting away with that? No, but get it because Maradona. Come now, man. We doing like we ain't know what's going on. We got to take a few calls. Let's take a few calls. 62249.
Hello. Good day.
Good day.
Yes, good day.
Yes.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
would like to say, give a few goodbyes. Auf Wiedersehen to all the Germans.
Right.
Right.
The Germans home, brother, man, long time.
No, I'm just going to say goodbye to Juliana.
Oh.
And let me talk a little quick football here, Stefan.
Sure.
That is not German football we was watching.
No.
Right?
Everybody know that.
No.
That is Germany has lost their identity as a footballing nation.
That long ball we accustomed to, we wasn't getting that long ball at all.
I agree with you. I think that German side.
So Germany is going through what Italy has been going through for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Just now Germany will not make it to the World Cup.
I wouldn't go that far.
Like that.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far and say that.
All right. Who would have thought Italy would not make the World Cup?
3 World Cups, eh? Three.
Three.
Back to back. Unbelievable.
Right?
It is about you and these fellas of them.
You understand?
Right.
I understand what you're saying, but I wouldn't go so far to say as Germany wouldn't make a World Cup soon. Germany got me there.
I'll say in Portuguese, chua. Bye-bye to the Brazilians and the Portugal fans. Right? Brazil.
No team to back
that was a shame. Who in their right mind? Why is Bruno shooting a penalty?
But I don't know why it is Bruno Guimaraes take that penalty in Drew.
Why is that Newcastle midfielder
taking the penalty?
Taking that penalty.
And Vinicius Junior on the field.
I don't understand.
I really don't know.
But you lost.
Yeah, they lost. And
right?
Yeah.
The Vikings dealt with you.
Yes.
All right.
They took their chances, you didn't take yours.
Right. But England will deal with the Vikings, eh?
Nah. That didn't happen.
That
didn't happen at all.
The Vikings and the Vikings reach Boysterman territory. It's the end of the road for them.
No.
Wait, I'm telling you, they reach Boysterman territory. Wait and see.
No. The best game of the tournament so far was at Mexico-England.
Yeah, boy.
No, I find Belgium and Mexico, USA was the best.
He liked the game last night.
I love that game last night. That game was just exciting.
Okay. Let me tell you something. In sport, it has some of the greatest joys. So as a West Indian, when I beat England and Australia, it's a special joy that's me inside that arena, boy.
Right.
Some always have a special joy for anybody who beat America. Anybody who beat America, they're glad. Right? That game was rudimentary. You remember Americans play soccer, you know?
Yeah, they play soccer.
Football.
Belgium playing football and they playing soccer.
Yeah, exactly. That is what going on. That is what happened there. You understand? That is what happened yesterday.
Oh, God.
And all the little theatrics, you bring back a man from a red card, the ball don't lie.
Exactly.
The ball don't lie.
Exactly.
You're out.
All right,
you try all the tricks, you're out.
All right.
All right, man.
All right, cool.
As a football supporter, and somebody who see greatness, we just saw a billionaire get knocked out of the World Cup, who was there 5 times. Put some respect on the man name.
Who's that?
CR7 is a legend.
CR7, yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo, people just want to bad talk the man and thing, man. But the man has given football his life. You know what I mean?
Beside that, but the level of discipline and passion to be playing football at 41.
At 41, yeah.
Especially when you don't need to do it. Because you have the dollars don't make it don't matter to you no more.
But to stay fit, to stay fit enough.
To decide to go and try and make it to the 5th World Cup.
Right.
You have to acknowledge greatness, right?
Yeah.
You have to give me money from. But so be it. Chua chua, bye bye.
Who's your pick for the World Cup right now?
I am on once Trinidad not in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Argentina is my side.
Oh God. Give me a rest for that.
No. You're not joking, man. You know? I back in since Raquel, and Ortega and Batistuta and things. So don't be on now come. You don't know come.
All right. Take that.
All right.
So,
well, all you're playing in less than 30 minutes. All the games start in 12.
Yes, I done buy my little meal here.
Nice.
I'm going to reach home in about 15-20.
Right.
Take off my shoes and leave on my socks. And watch my football.
And wait to get any feet. All right, have a good day.
Yeah, man, take it easy.
I will give you the Egyptian goodbye tomorrow.
All right, no problem. Yeah, man, take it the Egyptian and send all you home. Morning. Let's Salah pick up our form today. Morning.
Hey, Stephan.
Yes, sir.
Don't do it now.
And Mr. X, good on.
Yes, good day.
What's going on with my morning program on Breaking Down, mate?
What going on with it, man?
Your TV good on.
You get no reception?
What do you mean? Where?
I in Central, I in Grand area.
But you know, somebody messaged me from Rio Claro this morning telling me they didn't get any show. I don't know why. I will ask what cable provider you have?
RVR.
RBL?
Who's them?
RVR.
Who's them? You get two options. You pick a third.
Nah, well, you had to call them and let them know because sometimes it's be on their end. No.
I get the station before you and after you, and it's just getting you.
That's very interesting. All right.
That's one thing. I think you're not supposed to talk about. There was an assistant secretary general of CARICOM was on a TV program this morning who actually supported that the process that they used for Barnett was wrong.
Was wrong? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. So that's somebody on our show this morning that said the process was wrong?
Shake she hand, man.
Morning.
I like the topic. I love the topic. I had to jump in and give me 2 cents.
Go ahead.
I really feel that Mexico and England game. You see that game? That Mexico game was one of the better games of the World Cup.
I agree.
I feel so. You know what I mean?
I think that was the game of the World Cup.
Yeah, and the amount of pressure Mexico
playing with Mexico. No, he gave a Spain.
I mean, anything, that game could have gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Despite England scored 2 goals in less than 3 minutes or something. So, right?
It was less than that. It was about a minute and about 90-something seconds. Yeah.
Right. That kind of killed them in a way because you remember they had us expose themselves and then they come and they get a 3rd goal, you know.
Yeah.
But Mexico should hold their head high. They represent the CONCACAF good.
Yeah, boy.
I was sorry to see that incident occur where the United States president got involved. I think that should have not happened.
I agree.
What I think should have happened, the American Football Association should have applied.
They should have anyone that challenged it. Yeah, they should have challenged it.
Look less political.
Yeah.
I find it really look political by
glaring.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So let's have a good day. I hope we get the results. I hear a man by a bakery here, Adams place here, right in Marvel saying that one-man team going home today. That's so cool.
All right.
We go see.
The one-man team who feel bigger than everybody else.
One-man team at the bakery here. One-man team. I'm going to see them.
You get a good old-fashioned cocktail today.
And let me don't forget it. Let me tell you something. When is your Brazil going home there?
Yeah.
All them Brazilian fans crying on Argentina right now.
Yeah.
That is the only worry I have for Egypt and Salah. Is boy, all them Brazilian Trinidadian back in all you know. Because they just want Argentina go home. Because they can't take the Argentinian Trinidad fans. Getting them talk. Because that's the rivalry here, you know.
Yeah.
You have Trinidadians who just back Argentina and Trinidadian who just back Brazil.
Right.
So that's the
And the
whole
Brazil
argument
gone
right
already.
there, you know. Brazil gone home. So them Brazilian who does, them Trinidadian who does back Brazil, they jump on that Egypt bandwagon already, you know. Morning.
Hello, good day.
Hey, morning. Yes, Stephan. I hear you say, boy, you never see Pele play. So unfortunate, but Pele came down here and played twice in Trinidad.
Yeah.
In 1972,
right,
with his home club Santos, and in 77 with the next adopted club in New York, Cosmos.
Right, Cosmos. Yeah.
Listen, we had a player here, boy, Sammy Llewellyn. Listen, made a famous playboy running for a ball line and give Pele a shake on the line and send him pelting. Boy, people never forget that playboy.
Right, I think
I hear about that play.
My father told me about that.
I heard about
Yeah.
that.
So you miss out them times like that.
Yeah.
All right, cool, thanks.
Cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I miss out that because I born in 77.
Born in 72,
So when he come in,
the first year he came.
When he come in 72, I wasn't born yet. And when he come in 77, I'm now born.
Yeah,
or maybe I didn't even born yet, depending on the month.
He was a nuts pack.
Yeah, boy. Morning.
Yeah, man. Well, my team got home early, so I laughing at everybody in Germany.
Oh, gosh, pressure. I find out like I
Got home
want
early.
but nevertheless.
Now, well, that side wasn't what we are accustomed to, so it's
Yeah.
understandable.
A long ball were closer and them fellas and them big
exactly.
men in the center and thing. Long ball. They just lost that magic. I don't know what is going on. I custom seen Germany playing long ball and nothing like that. What was he center forward in them days? The long ball with Germany.
Klinsmann or closer?
Klinsmann. You're going Klinsmann.
Closer and
Jurgen Klinsmann is one of the most clinical forwards I ever seen in my life, you know.
But one of the best games I've seen. I can't agree with the England Mexico because after a while the game started to go one way.
Right.
Which was Mexico way.
Right.
I don't like to see football, so I like to see end-to-end action.
All right.
The last
you
night
see
was
the Portugal and Colombia game?
Portugal, Colombia.
End-to-end action.
You find our game was
And
better
they just couldn't
than
score.
you find our game was better than Portugal, Croatia?
No.
Yeah, way better.
All right.
No,
I don't like to see team just sitting back and just defending and killing time.
Yeah, me neither.
You know this kind of way?
Me neither.
FIFA need to put things in place.
They can kill
to
time with it.
prevent teams from killing time, especially when they have 1 goal or 2 goals.
Yeah. Well, they have made some adjustments to the rules for this World Cup, eh? Like you have a specific amount of time to leave the field for a substitution. You have a specific amount of time to for a throw in. Yeah, you can't stick. Otherwise, you get penalized.
Here, what I feel the problem is, you see the running time. That is the problem right there.
The running time.
If they have it as a sub clock, just like basketball, you could roll and lie down on the ground how long you want. That time staying on the clock.
All right.
You understand? And then at the end of the games now, you have at least a 5 minutes extra time. 10 minutes extra time.
Yeah, because they are coming.
And 11.
Yeah, remember the throwing hydration break, so that's 3 minutes.
Exactly. When I see England, 10 minutes extra time for England, I ball.
Yeah.
Because you don't know the climate they're playing under already in Mexico.
Boy, and that's
which I find that real unfair.
Yeah, the high altitude and easy now.
You understand?
Yeah. If she's get
So
headache,
yeah, man, we'll have a good one.
Yeah, man, cool. The she's get headache and all kind of thing, you know. What?
And they still come and get quarters?
Yeah. It's England, I tell you.
But by the way, I just want to say that
hold on, caller.
Go ahead. Let the caller go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, caller.
Yeah, morning. Hey, X and Stephan, I find all your real hate in Argentina, boy. What going on, boy?
Not going on this. One man is one man. It's one man. Them basing a game on one man.
It takes one man to motivate a team. You understand me? All you know, Vex, all you want going home. It's home all you want is. You understand me? Probably crying all out. You understand me? One man it takes to motivate a team in order to carry a team through. So all of them were talking about one man, all you go so that man. Easy man.
Yeah, wait on that.
You understand? Hey, I calling you back tomorrow, X. Remember I say, it's going to be the second.
All right, we go see
back-to-back.
today.
It's going to be a back-to-back.
I'm going right across you and watch the game. I'm going right across you.
All right. We can see later.
All right, later. You know, all the other meet. You know the winner of this game. The winner of this Argentina-Egypt game, that gonna start in in about 16, 17 minutes, right?
Right.
You know the winner of that game had to play the winner England-Norway.
Yeah, but wow, that would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Bruh,
Very interesting.
If it could be interesting again, Lord have, oh God, look for a news. He got licks this morning, and he called him or something else now.
Yeah.
Morning! Foreign news.
Good morning.
I thought you said the man never make no call. The man
Yes.
come out in a whole press conference and say yes, he make the call.
You get any information from them Dems and
From who?
from the Dems?
From
Who
who?
you get information
Listen
from?
to me.
The Dems again.
I couldn't get through in the naughty corner.
What,
But
you
I will
get
share
through?
the licks for my sources. My sources. I have licks for them.
If your sources, don't throw it off on them. You sell it as you get
But
it.
what I mean,
You sold it as you got it, so you're a fraud.
what the heck is this?
You sold it as you got it.
You know,
so you're a
fellas,
fraud.
Oh God. Okay. My name is not Toby. My name is Keith Rowley. My name is Keith Rowley. You know what's the worst thing than a colonial master with a whip? You know what's the worst thing? To two fellas like all I have to say, you know what's the worst thing in a colonial master with a whip? Guess what? A black man with a whip is the worst thing, you know. That has hurt more. That has hurt more, boy. Oh God, boy.
More.
Okay, you force me to say my name is not Toby. Neither Kunta Kinte is Keith Rowley. Oh God.
Okay, buddy.
Hey. Yeah, hey. The lady who called, a lady called earlier, and since I'm a gentleman, I don't believe in smacking ladies and stuff, right? And talking nonsense about Lennox and show up certain things, you know, out in Amatil. Listen, Lennox said something I ball. He said they have a term known as skying up there. X, you know what that is, right?
Yes.
Skying?
Yes.
What the heck is this? I say, in this modern age? And these are the same people who did it vote for and say, we love you so. And skying, man, oh my God.
What is skying?
You know what an outhouse is, right?
Oh, yeah.
They still have, I understand they still have outhouses out there, but not only that.
Yeah,
they still have.
And they skied from up in the hills, they skied.
They buy it
Yeah,
at
that's
Bargain
called
and Trade.
skying.
Yeah.
And they're still voting for come on, man.
Yeah, but it used to have people 1 building a little lower down, shooting at the buildings up on the other side. How you feel them buildings and them there so? Is man shooting at them with hyper rifle from on the next side, you know? That step, a step was the boundary, you know? If you get caught at the bottom of that step, it's bullet.
Wow. You, just like Lennox, you've been out here for the longest while and saying, people, look at how you're living, look at you, right? But what I tell you, we like it so, we're free. We voted for X. Yeah? Lord, sad. Anyway, look, as far as the football is concerned, listen, I told you all can't send home in USA. You know why?
Well, they're home already.
That's right.
Well, all the host teams who they're out now. But we know what happened on this stage. We know that's what happened on this stage. Because
well, guess what, fellas? I don't care what anybody say. I will be singing, God bless the Queen. You see, I didn't say king, eh? Because when you leave a beautiful woman like Diana and go for, jeez, you wheeze, man, something wrong with you. Now,
I'm
buddy.
back in jolly old England, man. The Lions is theirs to lose. I'll agree with you. Anyway, guys,
home.
later.
All right.
Tell the world it's coming.
I just want to say to all the people outside there who are looking for jobs, outside there.
We are work for
they
people.
have thousands of jobs available.
Oh,
and
gosh.
Here, they have,
no, don't say that.
They have the police constable job available outside there.
Oh, God.
That is for police constables now. So you can go down at, let's see if I get the
People
date.
could be police constables. We are work for police constables. People
Let's
who
see if I
are
get the
getting
date.
the police constables.
Meal allowance, you getting meal allowance, free medical, housing
What?
allowance, uniforms
You
and
lie.
accessories, special duty allowance,
lie.
paid leave,
You lie.
and EAP.
Not
Right? Those
true.
are the things you're getting. Right? So, closing date for application, July the 10th.
Oh, gosh. That's
July the 10th, which
That's
is
this
Friday
week.
here.
That's this week.
All right, that's one. We have...
Put your last $10 in gas. Get there.
We have for what you call it for air guard, which is something a good profession. We have several different The 10th of July also too.
It have jobs if people want to be ear guards.
They have jobs for clerks. They have jobs for IT clerks.
Don't make jokes.
They have jobs for air crew.
What?
Cooks, steward,
what?
Aircraft technician, mechanic, plumber, electrician, and AC technician. So go down and apply for all the people who went to school and have the little thing on the side.
You have
You have your qualifications. They can apply.
Nice,
and
man.
also for
Itamo?
the regiment.
Oh, good.
The regiment have things for draftsmen, surveyors, masons, mechanic, carpentry and joinery, plumber, driver / operator, auto body technicians,
serious,
and auto electricians.
Don't make joke.
Right? Oh, it have more.
Oh no,
it have paramedic.
It can't
It have more.
Oh Lord.
Emergency medical technician, registered nurse, tailor.
What?
Regiment band.
You're making joke.
Cooks, clerks.
Study
So if you can play strum two string on an instrument, you can go down and check them. If you're a paramedic, if you're a EMT technician, EMTB, EMTI, any one of those courses and them.
Work for you.
Registered nurse. So if you went COSTAT and you have your qualification, this is the opportunity to get a permanent job. Tailors. Right. So if you want your
all that work available.
All this work available, I'm telling you. And all of them closing off on well, the two so far, July the 10th. This one closing off. I'm gonna get the information here, man. You got 1,500 hours screening at Defense Force Military Academy, Corinth, San Fernando. Down in San Fernando, the screening, right? And they have the letters A to D, E to F, I to M, N to R, S to Z. And all candidates must have access to email being used for a decision. Well, it can't be existing in this life without an email. Something had to be wrong with you.
If you have an email or something.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and
don't do with that.
So those are the days. The 6th of July to the 10th of July. So all today, the screening.
Yes, sir. And all
A to D. A to
man.
D is on the 13th of July.
Nah, man.
The 14th of July is E to H. The 15th of July is I to M. The 16th of July is N to R. And the 17th of July is S to R. S to Z, sorry.
S to Z.
Right? Okay. So you go down there with all your required qualifications and documentations and so on. You walk with your 2 forms of ID, your qualifications, whatever they have. You do everything. And you can register via the link. Well, I don't know where this link is, but the electronic birth certificate are one of the things you have to work with. 1 valid form of ID, your national identification card or your driver's license or permit.
Right.
Your academic certificates. So if you're skilled in any one of those things there, you work with that. Your technical or vocational certificates. If you went UTT, you went NESC and all them different.
Not any one of them, yeah.
Right. If driver's permit, where applicable. Right? Registration period, right, will be open from the 6th to the 10th. Right? All candidates must have access to email, right, being used for it. So that is an opportunity for at least 500 people to at least get a job across the board.
Across the board, yeah.
Right? And that's the first intake. But it's good jobs.
But
good jobs because it's specific jobs that they're looking for people. So don't feel
work and that kind of thing.
Yeah, so if you're a nurse and you went to thing and you have thing.
Right. Let me just take this break here. I don't know, everybody like to call late, boy. Like only like to call when we about to wrap up, you know. But we're gonna take this break here. We gotta pay some commitments. When we come back, I'll see if we can squeeze a call or two.
Get ready for the biggest business-to-business event of the year, the Trade and Investment Convention, happening on July 9th to July 11th at the Center of Excellence, Macoya. Doors open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on business days, 9th and 10th July, and 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Consumer Day, Saturday, 11th July. Dress code in effect for business days. Park and ride available from Constantine Park, and UB TGR North Car Park all days. And NAMDEFCO July 9th to July 11th, sponsored by the Ministry of Trade, Investment and Tourism, Exim Bank, Balroops Group, Robust Security Network Limited, and Lullaby Group.
More news, more access, more ways to stay informed.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stephan Reese and Mr. X. Fearless talk and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Ticket Front with Officer Shabadi. Go Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
From July 16th to August 1st, Tobago comes alive with its greatest celebration of culture, history, and tradition, the Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Talk City 91.1 FM invites you to journey with us as we discover the people, places, and stories behind this remarkable festival. Here's today's feature.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is much more than a series of cultural shows. It is Tobago's largest annual celebration of history, traditions, and community spirit. Created in the mid-1980s to preserve the island's unique customs, the festival brings Tobago's past to life through music, dance, storytelling, food, and folklore. Unlike many festivals that take place in one location, the Tobago Heritage Festival spreads across villages throughout the island. Each community proudly presents its own traditions, giving visitors an authentic look at Tobagonian life and culture. This year's festival runs from July 16th to August 1st, 2026, celebrating the importance of community, togetherness, and cultural identity. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026, keeping Tobago's rich heritage alive for future generations.
Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Bruh, you know, I have a bone to pick with you, eh? You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live Online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
More boy, 35 or 36 just now. Right. Mo is 34.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But the year before, and every year before that.
Uh-huh.
Right? Last year was his poorest year. Not last year, but this season.
Right.
Right? This last season here in the English Premier League, right? But I feel Anna Schlott and the management has something to do with that. But in all, if Mo Salah show up, all they don't underestimate Mo Salah, all they see Mo Salah. I'm not ranking him, I'm not saying he's greater than Messi.
Right.
But I'm saying if Mo Salah shows up, prime Mo Salah,
today,
if he get the injection and he show up, and I'm telling you, it's going to be a hell of a game, They used to call him the Egyptian Messi, All right?
He's so good. He's so good.
That's what you said. Yeah, they used to tell you that. That's the Egyptian Messi. That's how they used to describe him. So Mo, he's not in the form that he used to be, but if he shows up today, you never know. That players has rise to the occasion.
And who's the next player on Egypt side that good?
I have absolutely no idea. So it's one man side versus one man side. All right, so we got to make our way out of here and put it away for today. Until tomorrow, we will see how it goes. We're just a few seconds away from the Messi versus Mo. All right, Argentina and Egypt, they're going to get it on. Kickoff is shortly, if it's not already kicked off already. I would imagine by, all now, so Anta must be finishing.
Yeah,
but X, go ahead and
even the others of mine have genius of expressing the other. Some walk around with the blinkers on and just marrying that pose. Have a good day today, Egypt. Good day today.
We will see if Argentina is the next team to leave, to go home.
Yeah, well,
we'll see if it's going to be Argentina or Egypt.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, man.
So we are out.
Man. Egypt today, man. Egypt today.
Well, we're going to see if the pyramids will conquer.
All right.
But we are out. The news at noon is up next, courtesy TTT. And then, of course, you will be joined by Officer Shabadi. So Officer Shabadi will be in after that. So
this is what?
Take in the news at noon. We out.
Good afternoon.